And check. Everything should be live. I will. Yeah, okay. I will hit the ping and then I think we can start.
Hello everyone, welcome to TAWS to you. It's
Wait.
not yet.
No, I'm live. I'm just trying.
Oh,
I
you're
have
right.
to.
Yeah, I thought you're not live yet, but anyway, so hi everyone, welcome to TAWS, the first ever TAWS U. Winner takes all 1 month supporter like usual. It's a great day, great night, great evening, or whatever your time zone is.
I guess I have to add you. I didn't think you were actually commentating. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm not commentating for the first few rounds, so I'm just here to say hi and I'll be back soon.
All right. Well, good luck. Good luck with your run.
Thanks.
All right. Never mind. I guess I need to. Yeah. So yeah, they are playing. I don't know when we'll see them, but you know. Yeah, TAWS U. Wait. Do you have a? Hang on. I think we have a match, and I'm gonna.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, apparently. Hang on, give me a second. I need to. Alright. Believe.
Ooh.
So I've actually been working on some stuff behind the scenes, so if I I can show this off. So we have stats now.
Wow, fancy.
It's so cool. Been hard at work on this. So yeah. As we can see, actually 10 TR difference, can I just say? And we can see that now, yeah.
10 APM difference as well. Almost.
Yeah. Starting out with a close mid-U match, 23.4k. Not bad.
The versus scores are pretty close, so we don't know how that's gonna turn out. But we do know that Silaris tends to be a bit more on the opener gamer side.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see how that works out for him.
For sure. I remember seeing November 17th, 2021. I don't know, like don't quite remember their gameplay, but let me check their blitz score. Okay, 200k.
200.
Not like
Yeah.
a DPC player, that's for sure.
So maybe more mid-game sort of style player. We'll see.
Yeah. They have.
They said just to warm up.
Oh yes, to warm up. Oops, I missed it.
They just said it.
Okay, just said it. Cool. Oh wait, this is not correct. Oh god. Wait. This is not quite.
Is this is this default?
Just need to fix that. There we go. We're good. We're fine. Wait, top out? What?
Wait, I thought you messed.
What?
I thought you messed up the.
No,
oh, okay, my bad.
I messed up the
I thought you messed
overlay.
Oh, I
because
thought you messed up warm up.
I did not mess up warm up.
My bad.
It's fine. It's fine. That's okay. Let's try that again, shall we?
Take two.
Oh my god, wait, there's a... Renitas, you have to... Yeah. Welcome to
I wanna
TAWS,
go get
everyone.
milk.
Unfortunately, you don't have that option.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely incredible. Just spotless. Alright, I have to do one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in.
you just like audibly got quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I will say though,
Not
Silaris
looking so hot.
got a little bit of a counter spike from that extended SDPC spin.
I mean, that's what happens when you send so much clean.
True. Yeah, that's if you don't kill with that, if they survive, you got something coming to you. All right.
This is the importance of screen watching. Very
True.
important. Macro. This is extended SDPC back.
Is it?
It is.
Oh yeah, yeah. There it is. There it goes.
Oh,
wait,
just doing regular SDPC.
Yeah.
Spin.
It does sound less clean, so if you know your opponent can survive it, like, might be the better option. But either way, I think there's still a counter spike incoming, and yeah. November 17th is just gonna down stack. Ooh,
Tyler's is very high on the board.
good clutch clear finds.
Going down. Access to clean. Okay.
Yeah, and that misdrop is gonna complicate things, but Silaris does another 180. Still not enough. And November 2017, he's gonna take the first November 20. No, November. I don't know how to. I don't know what to say. Man.
17, 20, 21.
The numbers take round 1. There we go.
Interesting how Silaris opts not to use the extension here. I wonder why that may be.
I mean, if the normal one is enough to kill, also the extension takes longer to build, right? So
That's true.
just
Just
call
call
me.
me numbers if
Yeah.
it's easier.
Why are you listening to commentary?
Don't listen to stream. Do not listen to stream. Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Well, this time numbers had defense there, so
And they also have a lot of access to a lot of clean relatively.
yeah, but still gotta get through this, stacking this half here. It finds a solve, and Silaris is going to need to go down now. Yeah, they're not keeping up the pressure enough, I don't think, and
Silaris is building over the clean well, but
mhm,
you should be able to reach it in no time, like right now.
yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty nasty eye miss drop.
Okay, able to resolve it, and yeah, I think Silaris is in a decent spot if he can burn down to that garbage.
Numbers is down stacking though, slowly but surely.
That misdrop is gonna complicate things, and it's not quite in a position to slide the iron, and oh,
It all covers the well.
that's painful.
I think that's like a double miss drop. I mean, double hard drop sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jittery a bit.
Yeah. Okay, that is SDPC spin. And I
It's
don't.
really axes. Oh, dead.
Numbers did not have a defense there, and so theirs is gonna take another round.
These kids, this is why you learn to cancel.
Yeah.
All it is. Cancel that TSS and you're fine. Honestly. Oh. Gets the all clear. That's a strange looking PKI. And gets counter spiked, dude.
They're able to cancel it all off.
They're both relatively low on their board with like a few layers of cheese now.
Mhm.
So it's still anyone's game. Numbers seems to downstack a lot faster though. Where you see a lot more hesitation with Silaris, and that is gonna cost him a round.
Yeah. Numbers clawing his way back.
No early ult, let's see what Silaris pulls out this time. Oh, dot cannon.
But these still
It's
look
the
like,
PC.
yeah, pretty clean board, but
Oh, is
oh
this
no!
lag? Oh! Someone got DDoSed.
I think we're okay, and Numbers is going to be able to downstack basically all of this right now. Yeah, and game
Even
is
game
even.
now.
Yeah. we're seeing LST coming out. Numbers offering for a donation, but the thing is that takes time to build, and Silaris.
Oh, miss drop right there. But Silaris also miss drops. So looks like Numbers is in a relatively advantageous spot now and takes a round.
Yeah, 3-4 on match point now.
Let's see if we get that early O. We got the early O. Alright. Let's see it.
Early O enjoys in chat. Ooh, but Numbers is gonna get the fast PC.
A lot of clean on top of
Oh
Silaris'
my
kill.
god, the
Oh
RNG!
my god, oh no!
But
No.
Numbers
Okay,
has the
that's
cancel,
alright.
but it's just not enough, and that's gonna bring it to TAWS Breaker. First game of the
Stream
game.
match. First
Yep.
stream match, first
Oh my
TAWS Breaker. Well, gets the early O. Oh no.
Yeah, and alright. Attempted PCO, not gonna find it. Silaris is going to have a full SDPC spin on the way here.
Oh, one piece off from the PC too. That would have been very.
That would
have been very damaging.
Yeah,
I would have cried a bit if that happened.
yeah, but fortunately, we live to see
Numbers.
another day.
Numbers does get very low on their board.
Ooh, that's a rough O misdrop. Able to resolve it though and converts into a multiplier.
Silaris is working with quite a bit of cheese now while Numbers has no garbage. But he gets down, takes the multiplier. And now he's at the bottom of his board. Looks like the turntables.
Yeah, that's a layer of cheese to get through too, but Silaris doesn't quite have the pressure now.
Both boards now. Oh, that's a very bad misdrop.
Yeah, that misdrop is going to need some troubleshooting to
Fixes it.
resolve.
Does fix it with 180 though, so that's alright. Now, both are like ping pong between down stacking. I think that's it. Wait, no, not quite, not quite.
No, that's
Aw,
no eye,
that's game.
or at least he used his eye. Yeah.
And Numbers or November 17th, 2021 takes the first game,
True.
sending almost 100 lines less. Well, about 90 or 80. So,
Yep.
right, dude.
All right, I need to have the spreadsheet open, or okay.
I pinged in match results. I think someone mistakenly pinged me.
All right.
Do we have our next stream match yet?
I am currently looking. I don't know what's happening. Okay, hang on. How is everyone doing though? How are you guys? Okay, I just realized like when I like swap to the spreadsheet that's supposed to have the matches, you can like see it because it's like pure white, so it's like reflecting off of me.
Green screen.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, maybe I should like sort out my lighting because I look a little dark right now. Oh my god, that just breaks my entire. Okay, what is that? Oh my god. Okay, my camera does not like the fact that there's like no light right now. Whatever, I'm not even gonna bother. Okay. So yeah, how did you guys like the verses and throwdown stuff? Because that took a little bit of work to set up, but
Definitely makes it look a lot more professional than it was. And it gives more info, so when there's predictions, I guess it makes it a bit easier for some people to choose.
Yeah,
Definitely will help with that in the future.
it's very cool.
It is indeed.
So that's where his name came from. Username made in November 17th of 2021. Very descriptive. Descriptive.
Everything makes a lot of sense now.
True.
Did any audio went through back there?
What?
Do you hear me a bit
Yeah.
back there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait, we didn't hear you during the game. That's what you're asking.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah. Are you waiting for your next match as well?
I'm waiting for my next match. I just faced a 24k, take 2 games from them, but that's all.
Ah, I see. Yeah, it's kind
But
of.
that's nice for a like SS player, anyways, because 24k is pretty damn strong.
$24K is like it's kind of unfortunate to get like matched up with one so early.
But there are quite a few. I guess there's quite the number of people in you that are advanced that have been itching for their time to shine. You know, because
True.
opens you kind of get steamrolled by the X ranks, and you can't even compete in regular TAWS. So I guess this is their time to shine.
Mhm.
Yeah, but this is definitely still not my time to shine because I was you a year ago and then I fell back to SS. So this is the like the best tournament I can play in, anyways, and I'm still gonna lose to 24k because I'm SS.
At least you're not S plus. Talking about rank makes me cry.
Really, yeah.
Imagine being one game from you, then tilting all the way down at S plus. That's my life story.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
secretly hoping to get one of my matches streamed, but well, let's see what happens. My lunch in the losers bracket begins in should begin in a moment. The next
Alright.
opponent is not here yet.
Yeah.
Well, kids, PSA, do not learn stick spin, or you will become a very, very broken human being like I am right now. Learn mid game.
Well, I have learned stick spin, but I forgot about it because I haven't used it in ages.
Well, don't crutch stick spin. I should rephrase that.
I don't even
Because-
know SDPC. I don't even know what it looks like, really.
I only learned splits, but
Why would you?
ironically,
Isn't stick spin loop like terrible?
nah, I don't even know how to stick spin loop. I forced myself not to learn it. I was already going down a dark path. That was the last thing I could do to prevent myself. Like, don't open your main. It's not healthy. It really isn't.
True. Yeah, just I learned stick spin and then I like told myself, okay, I'm gonna stop using it. So I learned STPC, but like I don't actually do it. I just like freestyle off of it. But then I started relapsing. Don't
Oh, no.
don't even learn stick spin. It's gonna come back to bite you.
Yeah, just their funny mid game setups like King Crimsons and all that.
It's so true.
Like, if you're gonna emotionally damage someone, at least give the rest of the people a good laugh, you know?
That is very true.
Like, stick spin is emotionally damaging, but when the chat sees it, they're like, ugh! If you get like a King Crimson or like a juicy 4 wide, you gotta give the chat a good laugh at least. PSA.
True. Yeah, just learn the funny. Always learn the funny.
When I learned stick spin, Hachi is better. I agree 100%. Hachi is indeed better, but some people just like 20-second games. And if you're an A plus or S minus, I guess, not calling anyone out in that rank, but people tend not to know how to cancel or screen watch, so they just up on their board and bye bye. And that carries over to S plus, and that carries over to SS, and sometimes even U rank. And And when you're a new rank, you'll get a very rude awakening that it's not gonna work all the time.
True. People learn how to counter it because there's so many people who do it.
Yep.
And it's like green screen is really. I might just turn it off. It does not look good at all at this point. Yeah.
Wait, I just thought of something very five-head.
Well, what's the
If someone tries to Nyami again, I'ma pull the five-head move. I dare someone to.
Okay, well, you don't scam people, man. Come on.
No, it's not gonna be a scam. Not exactly. It's more like a you activated my trap card sort of thing. It's definitely not gonna be a scam though, I'll tell you that.
If you say so. You know what? I'm like too curious and I have points. Hang on, where's the redeem? Redeem. Well, what's your trap card? What is it? That's I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my god. I really did get outplayed. That really was a ridiculously smart move. You know what? To anyone watching on YouTube, I don't know how many people like watched the full stream archives, but I redeemed the funny nya, like the make someone else nya. Then Renitas redeems times somebody else out to time themselves out. Am I muted? I'm not muted on stream. Don't. That's a way to do it, I suppose. I have to like stall a solo, dude. I don't want to just sit here with music playing. Good luck to anyone who's playing, by the way. Hope you guys are taking some fat W's. Hoping, at least. I'm sure, there's some scary people, so don't feel bad if you aren't actually, doing anything. Or don't feel bad if you, like, get owned. There are a lot of high ranks. Oh wait, there are people, hang on. Okay, hang on. We have a match, I just need to input things into the thing now. So we have dang it, okay. Let me check something. Doing one final check. Yeah, there will be more U events. Yeah, so if you can't play in this one because of the scheduling, there should be more. There's gonna be like, if you know when TAWS Open is, should be sometimes around. It should be around like that time zone. We're like alternating with that. So, how long does timeout last, by the way? Just asking you because someone timed me out. Yeah, I wonder who that someone is. Actually, the redeem says time out somebody else. So I don't know if you're allowed to even like time yourself.
Timeout lasts for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because last time I saw it was Jasmine timeout with me when I was on comms, and it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The most pressured, well, I would say one of the most under pressure moment for me in comms ever, I would say, to solo comm with someone timed out. Just
Yeah,
you have to like replace them.
Alright. It is time to go into warm-up. After a little bit of fiddling, I have managed to okay, here we go. Warm-up. Against...
Hello, I'm back.
Sulfurious is 24.2k, Apollo is 22.5k. So, Sulfurious has a little bit of an advantage here if you're just looking at like pure numbers, but we'll see. Definitely rooting for the underdog myself here. I think like it depends on how people play, right, on tournament day, so you know, anything could happen. All right, here we go. Look, have fun. To the actual game. Starting out a little bit of BT cannon here for Apollo.
Oh, he's going for the PC.
Attempted, at least. Cannot quite find it. I don't think the PC chance is particularly high on that. That's fine.
I think it's like 70 or so if you can put the O on the other side.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
That is far higher than I thought it would be. Okay.
Ooh, nice down stack at the top of the board. So furious. Well, Apollo the God has access to a very clean 09 well.
Okay, and going up for a 9-0 here. Ooh, that's some lag. Do you see like how long that garbage took to travel? What was that?
Yeah, it's an internet moment right there.
Reginus, you may have delayed it, but like you do realize there is still a redeem, right? It's not like you can just put it off forever.
That's
You have to do it.
that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Alright. Thank you for that. So Furious, I think, just needs to find just a little bit of pressure. Yeah, Apollo's board is not in the greatest of states there, unfortunately. ET. MKO, let's go. Love to see MKO and TSC continuation. But Apollo's just gonna cancel it all off with the PT, so pretty even game
Still
here.
access to a lot of food. He's hesitating on where not to build a T-spin and waste it. Opts not to do so.
I mean, fair enough, but I feel like if you're playing against a 24.2k, you have to like utilize everything in your power.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage. So Furious taking another round here.
Oh my god.
That's
I am legally not allowed to voice my opinions because I am an ADSP student in order to provide non-biased commentary.
Speaking of non-biased commentary,
It's quite the uneven board from Sulfurious' side.
oh no, that misdrop.
Is he attempting a DT cannon or something?
I don't think so. I don't think he was trying to.
Yeah, it's probably this shot.
Yeah, and oh, this is
Is this last?
this is STD, I believe, single, triple, double.
Oh,
Ooh, and getting the double Tetris after as well.
Polo still has access to a lot of green. He's getting down pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's fortunate for him, but not really sending it all off.
It took a little too long there, and Sulfurious was able to get down fast enough before he could apply any real pressure.
Yeah, and okay, really nice conversion from Sulfurious there. Apollo might be in a little bit of trouble.
He is at the top of his board. Oh. Again, he has access to a lot of cleans, so if he could utilize that, then the match can turn back to his favor.
Ooh, that's
Oh! I don't think
rough.
he meant to. I don't think he meant to drop that O there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunate misdrop. And yeah, so Furious did not find a PC, which just gave Apollo time to build an entire BT. That's gonna get counter spiked.
Lucas DP as well. Personally, I don't understand why people would build it over the normal build because it requires a lot more KPV.
Yeah, not really much of a reason to, unless you're already comfortable.
Oh!
That's, yeah, really rough, having to build on top of all of that. Able to find the skim though, and finds the Tetris in time to cancel. We're gonna stay alive.
They're both relatively even for a fight. And both really cheesed up as well. But Sulfurious is getting down a lot faster, and that seems to be making the difference in their gameplay.
A lot of pressure. And Sulfurious is just gonna keep it going. Yeah, that's just not enough. Barely not fast enough, and that's gonna be match point here.
Yeah, that hesitation is really costing him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at the top of the board, but it's understandable that you need those. You need everything on optimal. Again, your opponent is really outpacing you. I guess there's only so much you can do there.
Yeah, for sure. And that's gonna send a lot of cheese to Apollo. Ooh, Apollo.
Building a teaspoon. Ooh, takes the round. Off of
Yeah,
that
able to
pressure.
find something up there in time.
DKI versus Hachi. Oh, I think he was trying to time it to cancel it, but ended up just dropping, and that might be very detrimental.
Ooh, yeah, that's scary. But
Survivable.
yeah, I don't know if I would have wasted I in that position, but it's still enough. Had another I in Q, and that down stack's gonna take it. 3-4.
Thank the Lord Diao for that win. DKI in both players, both also opted for that call. So
Mhm.
Barry is a little slower though. Just kidding. Other way around. So Beerus is still doing a really good job maintaining that OST. Apollo opts to terminate it. And he is forced to go down being that high on his team.
That's an unfortunate misdrop for Sulfurious. Having to build up high to skim that off. Able to find a way out though. And Apollo's just receiving a bunch of cheese. It's a terrifying situation to be in.
Ooh, very high on your board, is that getting it?
Ooh, that's... Yeah. Unfortunate stacking decisions there at the end. Just a little too much pressure.
Yep, that cost him.
Mm-hmm.
But there was quite a significant speed advantage from Zolterius, as we saw.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at the next match. It's a banger.
I am looking at the next match as well. Yeah, this will be quite interesting.
Do one quick check before I put this on screen. Yep, okay, so we have Bolo versus V-Flyer. I think both of these names are relatively well known. I think V-Flyer is primarily a PPT player, well, judging from his profile picture. I'm pretty sure he's a PPT player, but either way, still high U, 24.1k versus 24.2k. And Bolo, I think, we've also seen. Star Cup 3rd place, so definitely no stranger to these U cap events. Yeah, should be very interesting.
Ooh, V-Flyer with the hard drop super lobby badge as well.
True, that's actually really hard to get, like, because you have just so many people just gunning for you. So, like, to get one is pretty good accomplishment.
Also, quick play RNG where you get nuked in the first 3 seconds if you're unlucky, so that's also a factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit RNG, but you still need to play very, very competently to get it, so nice achievement.
Is that NS2? That is Gamu.
Ooh, big down stack.
V-Flyer's Elmish drop is really costing them though.
Still hanging on.
Out of that. And they have access to their low now.
Yeah, and Bolo has to deal with a very messy board. V-Flyer, I think, has a chance here.
Bolo is still significantly lower on the board. And now V-Flyer's board is cheesed up. Oh, opting to accept. I think Polo was looking for a fractal over there, but couldn't find the overlooking guy.
Okay, so guys, I'm done with my run.
Nice.
There they go.
It is not so nice, really.
I'm sorry.
But it's fair because, like, it's a UCAP tournament and I'm SS, so yeah.
Yeah, well, hope you had fun.
It's pretty short for my liking, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So seems like we have Bolo and V-Flyer here, both pretty well known players, like you mentioned earlier. Bolo is having a lot of cheese on their board right now. Let's see if they can clear it out. And that's gonna be a T-spin double. Very nice way to go through this cheese. Seems like both are doing pretty well right now.
Yeah.
One a bit better than the other.
Bolo is definitely like making his way through this cheese for sure.
A lot lower on his board now than he was, so went down pretty well. But V-Flyer sends a massive spike there, putting him right back up where he was.
Yeah, this is still not the greatest spots to be in, and Bolo might... Yeah, Bolo tops out there. A lot of cheese from V-Flyer. definitely putting some combo knowledge to use there.
That was a 2-minute warm-up. Oh,
Yeah, that was
there's
a
5
very long
rounds in the
warm-up.
set. There's 5 rounds in the, or first to 5 in the set, so we just have to wait and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, first 5, here we go. Starting out with
TKI versus Gamu, I believe.
ooh,
This
that's
drops
a
to T.
interesting Gamu continuation. I've never seen someone like switch back into another TSD instead of taking the C-swing, but it does work out for V-Flyer. Bolo, however, just sending a bunch of clean to kind of cancel it all out.
Oh, it's really Korean stacking, but I think it may be essential in this sort of matchup. When you're against an opponent with quite a bit of pressure.
Ooh, and all this just going into sprint here. That was a very fast burst.
People are at the top of their
Yeah,
form.
2.7 PPS for Bolo here. That's gonna be
right.
a nice one, nice sprint, nice stride from Bolo. That's gonna take the first point for them. Oh, fucking. You know, I usually like familiar with calling player them because I don't know their pronouns.
Yeah, but we have them now. Oh no! Misdropped Gamu from V-Flyer. That's really unfortunate.
Going straight into 9-0. Sprint mode. Oh, misdrops the Z.
That's really unfortunate.
Very interesting fix, but it works out at the end.
Yeah, and Bolo finding some pressure here. Well, it's not enough to punish V-Flyer's misdrops though, and V-Flyer's just gonna have a bit of a clean report to down stack. Still not out yet.
He just needs some pressure. He just needs some pressure.
Yeah, Bolo didn't quite count that T-spin right. So he's gonna have to recover from his own board, and that's gonna be the round for V-Flyer.
1-1.
1-1.
Oh no. Why am I talking? I'm the one that stick spins. I shouldn't be.
That
Oh,
stick spin loop!
Loop.
Oh my god, what is happening?
TSC power?
Bolo's
Yeah, I
pretty
kinda have
hard
no
here.
idea what both players are doing right now.
Yeah.
Reading, what's that? Never heard of it.
That's a lot of damage from V-Flyer here.
Who's cutting it real? Oh, that residue from that Z piece just covered the well. And he had the eye, so that was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, 1-2 here. That's gonna be a quick Kamashiro from V-Flyer into the PC.
And follow Miss PC there, I'm pretty sure. It's unlucky.
Oh. Didn't Bolo receive garbage anyways? Like,
I think he still had time to, they still had time to cancel it. Ooh. Nasty down stack.
And that garbage accepted by Bolo is going to bring him the second point.
alright, and Bolo building multiple I defense. That's kind of strange.
Oh, so that my Tetrio sound went through.
Yeah, a little bit. Had that Aerial City experience, but it's alright.
It's fine.
Imagine having Tetrio menu sound for the gameplay on stream. Anyway, seems like Bolo is doing some great things right now. Has some cheese to deal with at the bottom. And Refly as well has some cheese, but seems like Bolo is now out of it. V5 still has a few lines of cheese to deal with. All players are pretty clean. A nice
both-
spike from Bolo.
Both of these players have proven that they are capable of getting through cheese pretty quickly. Like, definitely no one's slouching here.
Access to that queen.
Yeah, that's very clean for Bolo.
It's just like... Oh no.
That's really unfortunate. Yeah, Bolo could not quite get the eye over just because he got set up just a little too high by B-Flyer there. B-Flyer's keeping up, well, I was gonna say keeping up a pretty good back-to-back chain. Opposite just cancel out there, but that's fine. Still has a very clean wall to work with. And again, trying for more combo here.
That's a nice STMD. Going for a small combo.
B-Flyer has a very clean board to work with.
Not anymore. After
yeah.
quite a few missions.
It really does only take a few misdrops for you to go from very clean to very dirty board.
Yeah. And also, like, just depend on the misdrop, right? Sometimes you can just fix it with a skip, with a spin, but other times it's a bit more involved. Either way, that's a lot of cheese. But B-Flyer's just going to speed through it, no problem. And throwing a T-spin on top as well. Oh no, that T! Oh, that's rough.
They may be able to skim in time.
Bolo's waiting quite a bit. I think Bolo's like waiting to cancel, but Bolo did not realize. Yeah, still able to fire it off in time though. Take advantage of it. 3-3.
PCO versus Gum. No sauce. Oh, this is Fountain?
Bolo's going to find an Imperial Cross here, and is going to get a Tetris from that. Garbage. Very clean garbage right now. That's going to be a massive spike of 12 lines sent to V-Fly, and V-Fly is going to lag a bit. Actually, it doesn't lag, but tries to cancel all that garbage.
Was maintaining pretty steady pressure here, but V-Flyer just used access to his queen compared to the T-spin on top of the Tetris. Now Bolo is higher on their board than they were.
And Bolo's just constantly being pushed up here.
He doesn't find that T-piece. It's a bit too late in queue there. Now he has to down stack.
This isn't the greatest situation, and yeah, B-Flyer is going to bring it to match point here.
Are we gonna see it? Okay, no. Thought we may have seen another stick switch, but thankfully
Not quite. Bolo's been like bursting pretty fast this set. Like his speed has been pretty nice.
V-Flyer opting for the 9. Oh, goes for a donation.
And that's going to be 8 back-to-back for V-Flyer.
Ooh, good kite on
Kite
into
Yeah.
S-Prof.
Another good one. Another Tetris. That's going to be
my.
12 back-to-back. And the next one should kill. No, that's going to be cancelled by Bolo.
Oh, it's
Bolo.
going down.
V-Flyer has cleared that back-to-back. It's going to be back to 0.
Oh,
now 1
that-
up there again, but that spike is going to kill Bolo. And that's the game and the match. GG's.
Yeah, excellent survival for Bolo there. It just barely was able to find that final bit of pressure.
Yeah, I guess the back-to-back damage did accumulate quite a bit, causing... Well, I guess
So
that's the
V-Flyer sent 69 lines more than Bolo. Nice.
Nice. Oh my god. Give me 1 second. I seem to have misplaced my mask somewhere. find it. Whatever. Shoot. I'm sorry, I can't transition scenes yet. I'm too self-conscious of my code. No! Kidding me? Oh wait. It was hanging off of my... Okay. It was hanging off of my ear. God dang it. Sorry about that. God. Good stuff to V-Flyer though. I'm sure Bo will make a boozer's run.
This is a very tight match.
Yeah. Close match for sure.
Oh my. Oh my. Our next match is...
Ooh. Okay. Alright, I see. Let me do a little bit of setup here.
So that was quite an interesting match between two like quite famous players. What's the next one we have on the table? Do we have that yet?
Yeah, we do. I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm just trying to get the versus board set up. Here we go. So, ADSP versus Pugsley TMG. Curious to see how this one goes. I think if you've been around TAWS, you know ADSP. I would assume.
The word greed does not exist. Only optimal upstacking.
Optimal upstacking.
That's 95 APM and 2.4 PPS though. That is very scary. Versus 83 APM, also 2.4 EPS. So it is quite a big APM gap, but we'll just have to wait and see in game how it turns out.
Still very close in PR though. I think ADSP is just a very clean sender.
Here's that and LST Goldberg.
True.
Oh, the match started before stream.
Oh, right. So yeah, it is currently it was 0-2 to Pugsley. Pugsley is the one with the lower TR, by the way, so like
Oh well, if you can top out with style, please.
top out with style. I mean, it's ADSP. I would highly doubt they don't.
Okay, both competitors are in the room now.
Alright, am I supposed to ask for warm-up?
I don't know, cause technically they may have done it and been in their match, but
I'm just gonna ask.
looks like
Pugsley
they're
needs
moving
it,
up.
so if we go into it. Give me a second. Shoot, where's my... Okay. Oh, wait, that's not... There we go. Alright, so... ADSP versus Pugsley. Interesting...
Drunk Alba versus Go Get Milk.
Go get
TKI.
milk. It's interesting how, like, despite, you know, the lower TR and APM, or lower TR and yeah, APM and versus, like, Pugsley still has a bit of a lead against ADSP so far from what we know. So
Maybe
ADSP
due to
does
some
not
misdrops
touch your
from
ceiling.
ADSP.
Yeah, and the Tetro ceiling, I guess. Because IPs appeared and then top out.
yeah, unfortunate. So I think we're gonna see some quality top outs first because a little bit of playing off. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, are they just gonna top out the end? Nope. Okay. There's game one. Oh my god.
Oh, ADSP was looking for it.
What do you know what specific setup they were looking for?
I think they were going for a Mugus who didn't have the thing. Oh well. To the game now.
Okay.
Opting to go with MS2. Ooh, respect for the wait.
Respectful. That is the clean garbage being sent right away. ADSP is both like an opener player, but also like very, very strong at back-to-backing within the mid game. So definitely going to see some of both here. And a bit of cheese for ADSP, but solves it very, very nicely.
And spike combo.
Yeah.
Now Pugsley is in a very unfortunate board state.
Yeah, definitely gonna need to make it through
Oh!
this. Ooh. Yikes.
That's gonna be a lot of cheese for ADSP.
They were
Yeah.
trying to put the S for the LST and then I guess they hit the rotate button.
Yeah. I think Pugsley is just a bit more consistent here. I think that's what's winning her games.
Yeah, the ADSP is misdropping quite a bit. Still able to go down though.
That's
I just find just enough defense to win at the very top.
yeah, but will they live for long? That's the question.
Seems like the answer is no.
Yeah. Just
0-4 already.
use 04.
Yep,
Pugsley's
ADSP is down 0-4. Huxley is doing pretty well here.
Pugsley's just
So-
taking this momentum and running with it.
Seems like misdrop PCO from ADSP and Huxley can't find a PC from that PCO. And Huxley is in trouble right now. Being sent on a quad, and I think that's gonna be it.
ADSP does take a round here. No sweep, and the possibility of a reverse sweep is on the table, so hoping.
The interesting PCO. Massive spike. Gets completely cancelled though.
ADSP is definitely spending quite a bit here, playing at 150 APM.
Finds a float. Pugsley was looking for a float as well, but they could not find the overhand. Had to terminate it.
ADSP is sending so much pressure, and yeah, that's gonna be enough. Taking another round here. Getting a little more warmed up.
Albatross versus SDPC. I think there was pass-through there, so both got their garbage.
And that's just a very clean
Oh my
opener.
goodness. Reverse sweep Rio.
Oh my god. That's the thing, right? ADSP has all of the momentum behind them right now.
Oh,
And
oh
the
no,
garbage!
Oh no, oh no!
Oh my god!
I
200
see that
APM!
3 times. But Pugsley's still able to live that. After that misdrop. But still,
Dude,
it's not the end yet.
this match has been going at like such a fast pace. Like, are we really doing TAWS U? I thought, are we actually doing TAWS Open? Like, jeez. like just over 100 APM rounds. Wild. But,
Oh no, he missed drop though. That's
ooh,
a very nice.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, that's terrible.
Does not get the spin.
No sweep Rio, oh my goodness.
No
Can't say
way.
for sure. Can't say for sure yet.
ESP closet all the way back for a TAWS breaker. Oh my god.
Oh, Stu.
Oh no!
Passing the miss drop.
Oh, that misdrop is pretty bad.
ESP needs to go down now.
Yeah,
Once you're down 4-0, one mistake could be it, and I think that's gonna be it for ADSP.
oh, that hesitation is so unfortunate. Oh my god. Just that's man, that like comeback. Oh my god. How do you like oh wait, no, Pugsley took it.
Pugsley did take
Yeah.
it.
I'm
No real sweep.
just
Fortunately or unfortunately, there's a lot of misdrops on both ends there. So that led to some pretty quick high APM rounds with. And high APM rounds plus misdrop equals, I guess, top out.
yeah, but that was really nice. Able to claw it all the way back.
Fought all the way back to TAWS breaker, but it seems Pugsley just managed to grasp it very, very so slightly. And takes the win off of that.
Which round are we at now?
We are, I believe, Aversa versus Sulfarius.
No, I mean which round?
Oh.
I think we're in top 8 now, I believe? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, are we at?
Wait, not quite.
No, this is winners semifinals. Wait, no, I think winner semi is into top 8, right?
We're one
Semi is
game from
into
top
top 8.
8. We're round 5 right now.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. I mean, there. Okay. Wait a second then. Jeez.
Oh, so Jet just tell me like we're in winners quarters.
Right.
So not top 8 yet.
Not quite, but we're getting there. Just check a few things real quick. Oh, I see. Okay. So, I just might not know this, but the next person on our list, next people on our list. Let me do a quick transition. Wait, did it not? Oh, it didn't save. Oops. Wait. Oops. We just hit the save button. There we go. So, Self Furious, we already saw a very, very fast player. However, Multi, if you guys did not watch Edge's All Spin Extravaganza, Multi got to top 8 with in open bracket, by the way. So like top 8 in open bracket was like all spins, but mainly with the power of single, double, perfect clear openers in loop, I believe. I don't know if it was a loop, but the point is Multi is very, very strong in that sense.
The APM definitely reflects that as well. 93 APM, 2.4 PPS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty high stats, I believe. Definitely like outstatting Furious as well. Despite being 600... No, wait, no, 500 TR lower. Still just outstatting.
Quite the TR difference.
Yeah, very big TR difference and also very big stat difference. But oh wait, but the versus scores are like barely different. That's the thing. You have like a 20 AP, or is that 20? I can't do math. No, that's like a 14 APM jump and a 0.3 PPS jump, but only a 2 versus jump. Like wild stats for sure. And we're gonna go into warm up. That's the power of having stats. And let me swap this one. This.
This is STD. Or is it last? I can't tell the difference.
Two
It's the
PCs
second.
for Selfurious.
Yeah, Self-Furious is the one PCing right now, surprisingly. And that's a counter spike from Multi. You take the warm-up round there. And that means I believe we're going to go into the actual game now. Here we go. And yep, there's the SCPC from Multi waiting to accept
That's
the
stick spin. That's stick spin. And misdrops.
Oh, that's a painful misdrop.
Waiting to accept the quad was smart, but those two misdrops, I guess that's what cost it.
Yeah, unfortunate. But still gonna try for some PCs here. Not quite able to find second PC. I don't know if that was a misdrop or he just didn't know it, but
No, so Iris has access to a lot of clean now. After canceling part of the cheese at the PCO with the first TKI T-spin, then opts to accept the whole PC, so that just sends a lot of clean right there.
yeah. Again, waiting to accept. Multi is trying for this stick spin counter spike, but I think Self-Furious is likely going to catch on, and yeah. Oh. Self-Furious did not quite have the defense there.
Oh no, another early O.
Another early O, you know what that means.
Straight to the right.
Going for SCPC this time, though.
Versus Hachi.
And yeah,
He's still on the PC.
Multi found the solve, just got hit by the garbage. That's one drawback to SCPC. Still fighting the multiplier though. And Sulfurious is like definitely in a very advantageous position in the mid game right now. Able to cheese up Multi and then just start pressuring, and that might be enough. Yeah.
Selfurious takes the third game. Not the third game, the third point for them.
Ooh, that's a misdrop on the SCPC, forcing Multi into mid game. Ooh, that's a nice donation find though. That was really smart. Sulfurious has kind of an unfortunate board right now. Able to make it out though. Good find. And yeah, I think Multi's just constantly being forced into a disadvantage here. Like, it's really hard for them, I think. And that's gonna be match point now.
ECO for both players.
Oh, Mote does get the PC.
Multi's
Going into DPC.
and able to find it.
DPC?
It's like so furious, barely hanging on here. Will it be enough? And fighting the Tetris. Excellent survival. Oh, that endurance is so good, and because now Multi's misdropped.
Oh, big counter spike at the top of the board. Still not quite enough yet.
One more should be enough, and that's gonna be it. Selfurious
got
takes the match.
ISRS. I think that was an ISRS moment, but either way, at the top of the board, not a lot one could do there.
Yeah. So
Match
Furious.
goes to Furious.
Yeah, so Furious definitely played that very well. Definitely showing off why, you know, he had the ER advantage there. Yeah, let me check on the next match here.
The Wooey versus Colgate lasagna.
Mhm.
Son.
Yeah. Let me just gotta make sure I grab the correct Oh, I think Colgate lasagna is, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Colgate lasagna is mochi.
Alright.
Yeah. Who I think we've seen before in TAWS Open.
Yes, we do. I think. Not sorry. Yes, we did. That's the right word. Yeah, Mochi. Former world number one for experience, XP.
Got the real nice split score there. And level 3221. Got to dedicate quite a few hours for that. Also winning a hard drop super lobby, getting 10 PCs and KOing Osk.
Oh wow, got the whole badge lineup.
So very decorated.
Yeah, and very dedicated as well.
Are we not gonna talk about that blitz score though? It's nice.
Wait, what's the blitz score? Is it that nice number again?
It is the nice number.
Okay. I had a chance to play Mochi before, and
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a chance. Oh, sorry. So I have a chance to play Mochi in TAWS Open, and they're quite brutal. I think, if I remember correctly, did they sweep me? 5-1, 5-2, something like that. They're pretty strong. So I have a question. How long have you guys been planning for TAWS U before you open it to the public?
It's been in the works for a while, I think. Alright, they won't warm up. Yeah, so 24Ks. Definitely high U rank here. Going to warm up, give me a second. Alright.
Well, PCO on opposite side. Mochi finds it, gets it. Louis is a little too slow there.
Alright, oh no, that misdrop for Mochi, that's
Fortunate.
yeah, a Wooey, that's unfortunate, yeah.
Louis also noticed Louis does not have infinite soft drop. So that
Yeah.
could lead to interesting things in the game.
Yeah, that could come into play. Not that helpful, but it is definitely a factor.
Laptop versus Fonzie DKI. There's a little pass-through over there.
Dude, that's
Louis with a really nice donation.
oh no, Mochi, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, you can't recover from that. I don't think it's like I think it's
T-piece.
it's just impossible. It's impossible to even like build up this and that. So yeah. Ooh, a bit of a lag jump scare there.
Louis high on their board, but access to a lot of lead. Looking for a dono here, it seems.
That's an
That's a-
interesting one.
Interesting overhang.
Yeah, it does work, and like, Louis is able to skim it off. A little bit of cheese.
That's either a very fast burst or a little lag.
I think that was lag because like the piece stopped falling. I don't know, or like the timer stopped. There's a few ways you can tell.
Yeah.
So those are some really nice down stacks coming from Awui.
Yeah, we is
Awui-
solving these very well.
I think we tried to spin the JPs, but then already got caught in the well. So that was a little unfortunate, but they still managed to recover. That's a really nice donation. Maintaining really nice pressure with these T-spins.
Yeah, and Moshi builds up a bit of a greedy count to 4 to go to a
Yeah, at
Wii.
the top of the board, and with Awui's pressure, I think that was too greedy.
Yeah. Definitely greedy, and Moshi is, I believe, just trying to back-to-back with this 9-0 right now. Unfortunate misdrop, though. That's gonna cause problems. Good multiplier find, though.
It is slowly rising. I think they were looking for that Z prop. Oh no, double misdrop. But they resolved it relatively quickly, so hopefully it doesn't do too much. Terminates the prophecy.
Oh no, those misdrops for a Wii, that's really unfortunate. And yeah, just you need to get through a lot here.
One more T-spin for Mochi should do here if nothing goes wrong. Or is it? Seems like Awui finds some great T-spins and manages to downstack. And both players are having quite a lot of cheese right now. Mochi having a bit more. Actually, never mind. Both players have the same amount of cheese now, but Wui has a ton more garbage.
Yeah, Wui being very high on their board over there.
Yeah, and
I
Mochi
guess
was
they really couldn't take that much pressure.
Mochi was able to take advantage of it for sure. Okay, double TTI, that's what you love to see.
The pass through.
Pastor not really in favor of any one player. But Mochi building up unfortunate high dependency there.
It is able to go down though. There's a Tetris into a T-spin. Oh, this drops. That's all the way on the corner. I believe they were looking for a float. But seems like Das got the better of them.
Yeah, and Mochi is playing pretty clean right now, I would say. So it just gets sent back. And yeah, Wii is gonna take another point, 3-1.
Oh, good flag there. Seeing some 5-4 action here. Luis relatively high, but is able to find a lot of pressure. Now,
Oh yeah, this back-to-back chain just keeps going, and
that T-spin miss rotation from Mochi is going to give Awui the match point.
yeah, a lot of pressure coming out.
Bonzi versus Flat again.
Wii does not quite find the PC, but that's fine. Still gonna keep this pressure going. Mochi's definitely gonna need to find an answer to this pretty soon.
They are not having too much trouble going down though. There's a few dependencies there. Oh,
Ooh.
just click the rotation button there, I believe.
Oh, that's... Oh man, couldn't quite get the Z-spin in either. That was just really dire situation, but still put up a very good
pressure
fight.
though. Yeah, Ui's pressure was on another level, but yeah,
Yo,
she
Choco,
did put up a good fight.
thanks for the raid. Oh my god, I tried to tab auto complete your name and it like pulled up your emotes. God dang it, dude. Sprinkles. There we go. Shout out. Alright, let me pull up the next match.
Then
Oh, give me a second. Let me shoot. Yeah.
Oh. Believe it is Awui versus Sulfurious.
Is
Winner
it?
semis. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Give me a second then. Let me put these on stream real quick. Is this top 8?
Yes, it is.
Okay, got
Yes,
it.
I believe so. This is top 8.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna have a small toilet break and I'll be right back. You guys
Alright.
stay in that.
Wait a
Alright.
second. I need to change a few things around. Just have to do one thing real quick and I will be right back. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, Awui versus Sulfurious here. Pretty even stats actually. Sulfurious has just a bit higher but also a bit lower TR. But it's only like 100 TR difference, not that big. So it
We
should
have
be-
seen Sulfurious' playstyle where they cheese a lot with their opponent, and once they're high, they pressure them a lot. And Awui is really good at also maintaining back-to-back and pressure, so that's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah. Should be interesting for sure. Can't believe we're about to ask for warm-ups.
Got a yes?
Got a yes? Okay. Sure thing. Alright, so warm up between Awui and Sulfurious. Starting out, yes, hockey spin.
Mine's a rapid from the garbage.
Dude, that's a big down stack from Awui there.
We're
Just-
gonna see the go get milk. We saw the go get milk opener win. Let's go.
Yeah, really clean garbage utilization there, just going all the way to the bottom. Alright, going into the game now. And I think we're gonna see a little bit of TKI. Yeah, both players I think going for it. Awui's waiting, and interesting TKI build that does actually work out. And that's gonna be a T-spin mini to keep up that back-to-back.
Terminates it quite quickly after though, unfortunately. So, both are very high on their board. Whereas has a little bit of cheese, but now they're clean. It's just not do all of it. Now Wui's board is again, it's very cheese.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of rough to get through. Sulfurious doesn't seem to be sending too much to pressure. I don't think.
Wui is slowly going down. I think they're trying to grief
Oh,
for
no.
rapid there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That piece kind of killed them.
Yeah, there's a misdrop. I guess they thought they had a win. So Ferris STP. Oh no, garbage well. Oh. Wui also does have a lot of clean. They burned that L piece, which they needed for the overhang though. Also deter ops not to take the G-spin.
Yeah, Sulfurious just hanging on barely,
Oh.
and
Wui misdrops TPs.
Sulfurious is taking pretty long to get to that well, but okay, able to like send a lot there, but
There's
Not
the
an-
pressure.
Okay, there's still more pressure. It's just Wui's surviving, but that L misdrop definitely had a little more life left in him. But
Yeah. Hachi versus DT.
okay, forced to break back there, and Sulfurious is counter spiking a little bit. Yeah, it's just
Oh, mishold from Awui.
that's unfortunate. Did not know about the skin to preserve that piece, but that's okay. Still living. Ooh, Sulfurious's board is really out of whack right now.
And Awui has converted to LST.
Yeah,
So
and
massive amount of pressure.
that's gonna send Sulfurious all the way up, and Awui's building a donation there. Floating,
Bears did have 2 IPs that saved him.
yeah, and Awui building up a little high at the top here. Still living, but not really down stacking that much. As I say that though, they're actually making their way down pretty cleanly.
Oh no.
It's unfortunate, can even make it do this.
This would have drafted. So Bears' board is in a horrendous state. We're still managing to cling on.
Still living, just
He finds the pressure to pop them out though.
yeah, and
So we're gonna see a DT cannon here from Awui, and it's doing pretty well there.
Sulfurious did find the hockey PC, but received some garbage. Unfortunate. And Wui's just gonna send all of that clean garbage off now. Sulfurious receiving some cheese.
Oh. No.
Big
Both
conversion
the players
there.
are enough pressure for Awui to take the round there.
And tying it up 2-2.
PCO from both players.
Awui finds the PC first, but Sulfurious follows. This is gonna be a race to see who can find second, and unfortunately that piece placement does not quite work for Awui. Able to find a T-spin out of it though. And yeah, everything looks pretty normal. Sulfurious does have a little bit of clean to work with, and definitely building up for a bit of a spike here.
Is that a misdrop on Awui?
Yeah, I think so. That wasn't really the optimal overhang, but it was definitely not catastrophic. Always
Yep.
fine.
Yeah, he found a way out of that.
Oh, the
It's going to send a 12 spike to Sulfurious, and that's going to be the 3rd point to Awui.
and so Ferris made an eye dependency over there with an eyepiece, so it cost him that round.
Okay, Sulfurious going for the STD opener here. It's always pretty interesting, you know, like building on top of a cheese line. It looks kind of weird, but it works out, of course. And... okay, good spike from Sulfurious there.
A nice misdrop from Awui, that's going to cost them some pace, but still finds a way to dig out of that situation. And it's going to send a 15 spike to Sulfurious, but Sulfurious counters the 10 spike, and that's going to send Awui up high on the board. Seems like Sulfurious is trying to set up for a fractal, but he cannot do it.
Yeah, Yeah, they had both overhangs set up, but they could not find the right pieces.
So match point to Vui.
For Hachi.
Yeah, and ooh, so Furious receiving the perfect garbage there just to continue this 9-0.
It drops to the TV still, but that
That's
could be fixed with
fixable.
180.
Yeah. And yeah, that's a
Oh.
lot of pressure. Bring it to 3-4.
That garbage was really lucky. Like, it was a perfect 9-0 well, or 0-9 well on one side, and after they went down, perfect 9-0 well there.
Yeah, from both players.
Bit of pass-through here. Both players just T-spinning at the exact same time. But still
Furious really
Furious.
And the prophecy.
Yeah. Ooh, Wooly has some pressure here, and that might be it. Yeah.
Wooly takes game and advances in top 8.
Yep. Advancing. Go on.
Do we normally stream every match in top 8?
Yes.
Yeah. I should say advancing further in the top 8 into semis, I believe.
Let me check if we have our next top 8 match ready. Do a quick pass of the top 8.
I don't believe so, but looking at bracket right now, I believe the next one would be Colgate Lasagna. Is it Lasagna or Lasagna? Versus ADSP.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so
It seems Pugsley, or the match behind Pugsley, right before top 8, has not completed their match yet, so we will be moving on to losers. At the moment.
I think do we wait or like I think we wait a little bit for that match to
Guess that
finish
works.
just based on the schedule. Give me a second though. I have something to do. Give me one moment.
Oh, by the way, would you recommend switching to playing with keyboard for Tetrio? I mean, like, is keyboard the optimal tool for playing Tetrio in your opinion?
The overwhelming majority of people play with keyboard, and I think it, like, on paper it is like objectively optimal, but at the same time, like, it's not like people can't do well with controller. It's just
I think it's more like, play what you're comfortable with, like...
yeah. Don't force yourself to
I mean,
switch, but like
I plan to switch because, like, I'm feeling like my speed is being capped by the controller and 2 fingers because my controller is NES controller. If you've seen me play it before.
Ah. Yeah,
I
that's
really
fair.
play modern Tetris with an NES controller because I'm a classic player and I'm too lazy to switch.
speaking of switching, oh shoot, oops, that's not supposed to be there, but I have the top 8 bracket ready. Yeah, we haven't used this bracket, this overlay in a while.
Finally.
Yeah, oh shoot, right, so Furious is in losers now. Down here. Yeah, so I figured out a way to make it so that I could actually fill this out. And yeah, we have the bracket overlay if we take a look. So yeah, waiting on the match. Let me check who is fighting Pugsley. I think we can like check like who the next. So it's between New Noob and V Flyer. I think New Noob is a very high 24k, 3rd seed. Or like very high U. If you're high 24k, you're X. But you know, yeah, it's New Noob versus V Flyer, who we've already seen. Very clean, very consistent. So yeah, that is what top 8 is looking like right now. Streaming
It looks
Hero
pretty
and-
empty. It will fill up in just a moment, I think.
I think we're just moving on to top 8. So I don't know if we'll be able to stream that match, unfortunately. Got hit with the ping, gotta make a quick check.
Don't forget
Oh.
to go to the winners finals.
Alright, so I think we're a little bit backed up because some people did not play. Which is unfortunate, but we might be able to stream. Oh. Pidge, I know we're supposed to like stall, but I just need to check. Because we might be streaming another match. I'm just like making sure. I'm glad I have this top 8 scene so I don't have to show my face all the time. Let's go. Yeah, to be fair, switching is also, you have to like basically relearn everything, which is not ideal for most people.
Or you could just switch to a slightly more modern controller, so it definitely take a chunk off the learning curve, but I guess either way, I mean, completely switching the keyboard again, in the long run, I guess it may be better, but there are controller players that are pretty cracked out, for me, for example. So it's not impossible.
Yeah, I normally do 2 PPS with 2 fingers.
Two-finger gaming.
Renitas, what's your TR again? I mean, like, we can do the show match while waiting if you want.
Yeah, let's do
Oh
it.
my god! I'm like S plus.
I mean,
Okay.
the thing is, right? First of all, you are underranked. Just
No,
unfortunately.
I am very underrated because I tilted my way down.
Yeah, and I lost like 6 matches in a row
6
today.
only.
Or actually,
No,
I'm
not
not.
in a
I'm
row,
not sure
but-
how many matches, but a lot because I fell from 23,000 to 22,200.
I mean, I can't even say I lost in a row. It's more like I win 1, I lose 3, then I win 2, I lose 5. So it's not technically in a row, but it definitely put me in S plus.
Yeah. But you may be underranked. I'm not sure.
No,
But
I am
definitely,
definitely
I know that
underrated.
that's one of us 3 that are out of the group here. Like if we play against that person, that will be off.
Oh, oops, that is not the right name. 2 E's
Oh,
all the
We're
time.
doing this.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
you-
we're dipping below the U threshold a bit because we have a redeem for a 1v1 commentator.
hits you. Oh
I am.
God.
Choco Sprinkles is kind of. Alright, here we go.
I like how Pidge's name is so long that it gets a little bit smushed.
Bread
Kinda
and
funny.
butter PvP 7. Oh boy.
It's 58 APM S plus. Okay.
I was like at 2 PPS for a while. Because I literally just 4 PPS 6 minutes as fast as I could, misdrop a lot, and then if I just healed afterwards. Oh, we're warming up. Alright.
Yeah, might as well. We have the time for it, I believe. So
Normally 1v1 commentator is only first to 1, right?
no, it's usually a
It's first
set.
to 5.
It's a normal toss set first 5. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
You I know what you attempted to do, and
I know.
no Among Us perms, unfortunate for you.
Oh shit.
Watching machine real?
It's
I think
dream
my hand
opener.
moved on its own.
It's dream opener.
Oh.
I
I don't know what happened there,
Oh my
but my hand
God.
kind of moved on its own. So that's unfortunate.
oh my god. I'm just, this is chaos. But hey, we have something. We have some time to kill. So
Hey yo, Pager and comms, UT, this is a UT back.
UT. Oh no. If you guys
Yeah,
haven't seen
We got the
this,
collaboration!
this is a real opener, by the way. This works somehow. It builds into TST. It's like an upside down T-spin.
Wait, I could do sped spin. I think. Wait,
Nice C-spin find from the Muse. Are you gonna switch back? Okay, no.
No, no. I need to learn it though.
I mean, it's not that hard. I didn't even like purposefully learn it. I just saw, oh yeah, wait, I could like put a piece in there and make a TST. It's not that hard to find. There's a little bit of gaming here. That piece does not fit in there, Renitas. That's unfortunate. Able to find a solve out though. That's not bad, and Page is kind of high as well. Ooh, that's Page cannot find the place for that eyepiece, and 1-0.
Bitch, why? What was
Why?
that? It's time. Oh, it's not time.
This is unfortunate. Page is getting milk, or rather getting milk while spinning pieces, apparently. Okay, 4
Oh
wide.
no, oh no, I need to end this quick.
See, I was looking at Page's TL games, and I like saw that they were 4-widing literally like every single game.
That was me. I think I'm kind of dead here. I'm dead. I was. Wait, no, I'm not dead.
You have cheese though, and Page sends
wait,
the
wait.
TSD.
Why did I hold? I should not have held there. Shout out to Choco for the mid-set coaching.
Shoutouts for real.
That's not. Oh I'm not gonna say. If you're 2 PPS, I'll top out. If you're 2 PPS by the time you finish it, I'll top out.
This is so I've heard this is like missile launcher, right?
This is indeed missile launcher.
I've heard so much about it, but like no one's ever pulled it off successfully, so I just think it's I don't get it. I don't understand what's the play here. Okay, it's a death.
He
That's
messed
the
up.
play.
He messed it up. I forgot that existed. Shoot.
Jeez. Okay.
Wait, did I messed up.
This is unfortunate. We need a little bit of stall, but like I don't think we need you guys to just stand still. Okay, a little bit of center 3 wide there. Interesting. Okay, good spike, and Peach is kind of high up. That's gonna be a C-spin as well. Renitas. Not really able to find both T's to detonate it fully in time though, and that's gonna be a bit of a counter spike. Page evening it up.
Oh, I could debut my new opener.
I have been given word that I think we need to quit out because we have our next match. Oh, what the hell is this?
I didn't even finish.
Alright, I'm just gonna... We have the ability to... Among Us. Okay. King Crimson. Okay, you know what? You know what, guys? I refuse to let this go on any further. Kick bread and butter 7 p.m. Okay, let's get the next matchup. I don't want to wait too long. Let's just all right.
69 lines sent. Let's
Flash
go.
unban. Butters. I'm just gonna unban. Okay, let me get the next match on screen. Give me a moment. For winners semis. All right. This is Pugsley versus Eve Music. Let me check fucking. Alright, give me a second. should be the match up now. Pugsley versus New Noob for winner semis. Winner of this moves on to face a Wooey in winners finals. Pretty close in TR, only 100 TR difference.
Why the difference in stats though?
Oh yeah, the stats.
What the
That's
stats are?
a big
Why-
difference. Jeez.
So a difference of 24 in APM, a difference of almost a PPS, a full PPS in the speed, and only 20 difference in VS. So as you can see here, New Noob is pretty much very efficient at taking garbage, but not so much for Pugsley.
And there is almost like a 1 PPS or like 0.9 PPS speed difference here, so we'll see how that plays out in the match.
It's not. There we go. Okay. All right, going into warm up now.
Okay, SDPC. There's a stick. He already has a lot of garbage stats.
Yeah, Pugsy is.
Fast.
She is trying to speed out that opener for sure.
Oh, disrupt. Have some abstract art over on you.
Okay. A little bit of cheese, yeah. And New Noob is not quite finding the most efficient way to get out of that. And yeah, Pugsley's just gonna out pressure. It's gonna be warm up. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, the names are swapped. Oops. Alright, here we go. Going into things. A little bit of MKO.
Versus a misdrop snail.
That's it. New Noob is just going to have to down stack this. And oh, that's really unfortunate, but New Noob finds the cancel. Still needs a bit more and able to find it. New Noob is still in this, even with how dire his stack is. And it's a lot of pressure from Pugsley still.
Still quite not enough though.
Yeah, New Noob is very good at surviving. I mean, you kind of have to be if you're 24k with 1.6 PPS. Like, that's very efficient. And that's a lot of damage. Pugsley, unfortunate mishold, but able to still find that T-spin. Still giving New Noob just all the time he needs to get out. And it feels like we're going to reset back to neutral. It is... I was gonna say it's up to Pugsley to send here, but New Noob did find a little bit. But that's a pretty good multiplier spike. And Pugsley gonna take that 1-0. Alright.
Yeah, the TKI start. I'm going for snail. See that often. Wow, Pugsley is over this LSD.
Good T-spin find though, that was nice. And New Noob forced to cancel out of that T-spin, that's really messy and unfortunately can't quite get it out.
And that O piece is costing.
Yeah, that's gonna make it 0-2 now. Pugsley's taking a bit of a lead here. New Noob finding the perfect time to cancel.
Pugsy is going very quick 6-3 though. Does not quite get the T-spin. Misses one rotation. Changes it to a T-spin triple though.
Huxley finding an I spin there to kind of clean up the stack.
Still relatively even despite the high PPS difference.
Yeah.
This having not that much issue keeping up.
And seems like New Noob is very efficient in taking their garbage, accepting their garbage.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
if you look at the VS score, then they're pretty much equal.
Yeah, equal VS score, even though like DPS difference is staggering. And Unoob's just continuing to truck on, like finding some really nice conversions there.
Pugsley's speed is still quite a massive advantage because they could quite easily get out of whatever sense pressure.
Yeah. Still though, it's still not enough. Like, Unoob is just not slowing down whatsoever.
Pugsley
And-
striding.
Yeah. Like, Pugsley's just continuing to speed up. Like, it's pretty wild to see both of these boards, like, side by side, just the absolute difference.
Two very, very contrasting play styles.
Yeah.
So this is definitely interesting. Very high on the board there. Manages to get the Tetris to cancel the garbage.
Yeah, ooh, that misdrop for Nunu might spell trouble, because I think, like, if you're playing at such a big speed advantage, like, I don't
would
think you
take-
can really afford to take misdrops like that.
Especially at the top where it'll take some time to skim it or find the cleanup while
Mhm.
your opponent's just pressuring you. It's
Yeah.
not stick spin.
No PC.
Does not get the PC.
Nunu seems to just kind of be canceling at the start. I think he's, like, expecting, like, a bigger opener. You know?
Goes for the cut copy.
And
Oh,
Pugsley-
actually, if you're in you could usually expect a big opener by just like go slowly and try to tank all that garbage sent by the opener that your opponent do. But if you're you, sometimes you forget that in case you're playing with a lower ranked player, then you may not receive such garbage, and maybe if you're unlucky, you may even receive cheese instead.
Yeah, the thing Pugsy just did right now, I guess they like terminated their opener because they opened with TKI flat top, but instead of going for a T-spin, well, a T-spin clear, they simply just spun it and power stacked over that. I think they've caught on to Noob's sort of stally playstyle.
And it seems like Nunu is under quite a pressure right now, but with that quad clear, it's going to reduce that pressure by quite a lot.
Oh,
That's
Ooh.
unfortunate. Pugsley's working through this cheese though, and like almost has access to her garbage.
Noob's still keeping their steady pace, but Pugsy's sending quite a bit of cheese from the down stack.
Yeah, and still spinning up, trying to get those Tetrises out as quickly as possible.
Oh, massive counter spike.
Ooh, that's big, and yeah, that's gonna be Nunu on the board now.
That was... I think Pugsy attempted a donation there, but they were one piece off from their T, so they couldn't get it quite in time.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be sweep. Reverse sweep is now on the table.
Yeah, true. That is a possibility now.
ETPC? This drops to the second ET. This misdrops. interesting donation there. Really nice way to nuke it back to back. Terminates it right after. Sort of rapid. A little more pressure to pop out. Maybe just hanging on. Oh! And Pugsy takes the game. Advancing to winners final, I believe. So, the semifinals.
Yeah, that's straight to winners, semis, and alright. I believe I think we're gonna have a commentary swap. Let me do a little bit of a transition. Should I just yoink Jet in here? Because I believe now going to have we have Jet and Silaris on commentary, I believe, for the remainder of top 8. So
Alrighty.
Yeah, someone drag Jed in here, please.
I'll do it. Yo, Jed.
Ayo.
Hey, everybody, what's up?
Yeah, I think we're gonna switch out now.
Just some crazy
I've been
games.
Weekly and Renitas
Crazy
is
day.
going out. See ya.
With that being said, I will take my leave.
Okay, so our next matchup is going to be. I actually closed the spreadsheet and
I got you. We got losers top 8 or round 8, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, we should call it top 8, honestly.
ADSP versus Bolo. Okay.
Oh, my man Bolos, yo. Shout out Image Dump one time.
Shout out. The ADSP
my
and
man's
S
Bolo.
Classic, TAWS Open, Classic competitive. Same with Bolo. Both have been in multiple TAWS Open top 8s. This
My
is gonna
main
be a
man. How you
lot like.
doing, Silaris, man?
Gonna look a lot like a TAWS Open top 8 match.
Very true. Bolo's getting close to the X-Rank club sometimes. Like one day Bolo's
Sometimes.
X-Rank.
Another time he falls down. to
Another
P3.
day Bolo's SS. Hopefully we get to see a Bolo that's really competitive here for sure.
These two are only 13 TR apart right now. ADSP's at 24,241. Bolo at 24,254.
For sure, but don't get distracted by like those stats, right? Bolo is actually really on that tilt Q TR recession, you could say, for sure. So you know, plus or minus 100 points, you could say.
Always.
For sure. We'll be back in a room.
Warm up. ADSP's quickly on the ropes. But it does look like all the balance there.
Yeah, Bolo has this really particular style where he's like really explosive, but at the same time just very unwise downstacking decisions, you could say. For example, this one in particular, very dangerous for Bolo there. Luckily, ADSP could not send that garbage in time. But at the same time, that risky type of playstyle really gives him a good advantage to counter spike all the time. And as you can see here,
ADSP, for anyone who has been around TAWS for a while, we all know that ADSP and downstacking aren't exactly synonymous. In fact, being ADSP is generally considered to mean you're extremely greedy.
tell him.
So
So
we'll
this
see.
match should be good then. We should be seeing a lot of punching and very little blocking, just like any good any good fight.
Always.
They're asking for warm-ups even though we just did one. I have to expose it. I'm sorry. Have to expose it. Have to expose. Exposed. So true. All right, here we go. We got our top 8 losers top 8 match. Bolo versus ADSP. Pog U. I mean TAWS U. Number 1.
ADSP going in with the signature drunk Alba to start. This is a drunk Alba that he has taught to multiple TAWS participants, including Vanitas and Pidgestock.
So true there. Bolo did a failed PC attempt, I would say. And both players are in a little bit of an awkward position here. ADSP doing a, I would say, unwise T-spin there, as they're now in a very compromised situation.
ADSP made an attempt at 5 voice stacking, but it really just did not work out there at the start.
Yeah, and ADSP, no T-piece perms. Ooh, but very nice down stack. And let's see what's going on right now. Bolo, again, Bolo has very, like, you look at it, man, and then you tell him, Bolo, why you did this, you know, type down stack here. Very awkward for both players. A bit cheesy. They're both looking to down stack here. Bolo transitioning a little slowly there, while ADSP is not really generating too many damage opportunities. So I feel like the win condition here for ADSP, sorry, man, that's a mouthful.
ADSP keeps having T-pieces come up when he doesn't need them and not coming up when he needs them.
Classic Tetra. I'd be saying all the time with bags of first in this game. So true. Ooh. Here we go. Ooh, Bowl's in a very dangerous position. Thinking a lot about the down stack there. Finds that TSS.
Oh, that's a bad L misdrop to ADSP.
Yeah, Bolo slowing down a lot here on the down stack. Kind of freezing up. Ooh, but as I say that, finds that huge T-spin toucher spike. And yeah, ADSP can't do much about that. Alright, next up here we got a
PCO for Bolo versus ADSP's Drunk Alba.
So what makes it different from just a regular Albatross, I would say?
I believe it's the eyepiece placement, but I'm not 100% sure what separates Drunk Alba from regular. I actually see Drunk Alba far more than regular because of ADSP. Also Bolo with a quick win though, 2-0.
Yeah, speaking about Drunk, ADSP kind of giving that away. Okay, we got a TKI from both players here. We got Fonzie versus LST variations.
ADSP's going for a TFT tower.
And I think
And
it
it works out.
Ooh, and Bolo looking for a down stack.
Oh,
Misdrops
that's not a good misdrop.
SP's. Bolo needs to down stack here urgently. But ADSP, no offensive opportunities. And that's it. Bolo with a quick 3-0. Let's see if they can maintain this. Anybody say a sweep? Any sweepers? Any sweepers? Ooh. Very nice counter spike there from
Oh, that's a bad misdrop to ADSP.
but really bad misdrop. Both players need to down stack here.
He's able to clean things up, but it just is a wasted opportunity.
Ooh, very nice discovered T-spin, but terrible misdrop from Bolo.
That was a bit of a coup down stack though, 3-1.
Yeah, Bolo throwing a little bit. And right now we got very freestyle variations of the TKI from both players here. Bolo needs to transition. Ooh, ADSP with a huge spike. See what Bolo has here. Very nice defense from Bolo there. Manages to survive that huge spike. Let's see if Bolo can down stack. Ooh, this is not looking good for Bolo. And, you know, from 3-0 to 3-2, ADSP, one game away from tying it up. See what happens in this game. We got a very easy TKI bag. Bolo, his parents, he's getting mom. So true.
No, I think it might have been went to get milk opener.
What the what?
Star.
So true. Okay, we're transitioning here. Bolo, no down stack inside here. Ooh, but huge back-to-back pressure. ADSP though, blazing through this down stack, yeah. And Bolo's dead?
Oh, Bolo doesn't have a go down here, 3-3.
And Bolo going from a 3-0 to 0-3 in very short succession here. We did say this is going to be a brawler.
That's a PCO misdrop for ADSP, but no PC for Bolo.
Yeah, and Bolo kind of doesn't even do the TSD there. It was kind of a very bad failed PC transition, folks. You gotta practice those, because those happen more frequently than you think. But ADSP actually has a very big spike. Let's see if they can transition the power stack. Very nice floating T-spin there, but actually not as nice as you would think, right? Puts him in a very precarious situation here. But Bolo, once again, committing a massive misdrop. Bolo on the ropes. Is he down stack?
Bolo's been slowing down right when he really needs to pick up the pace.
Ooh, but a terrible misdraw from ADSP. This is not the game where you want to throw like that, yeah.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it here. Bolo, match point. Let's see.
Spin for Bolo?
Ooh, Bolo throwing away.
You don't want to misdrop against Stick.
All of Bolo's morality down the drain. Making a deal with the devil, gets it. But at what cost?
Misdropping against Stick is just death. We all know that.
And Bolo pulling out the dirty trick on ADSP there. Gets the win. 5-3. Very nicely done from Bolo. Manages to get into loser's quarters. So cool. Bolo, so cool.
So next up, we'll be seeing next losers round 8. Nate versus Andrew 40-43.
So true. Next up.
Wait, DQ? Oh.
Oh, I got you. I reset it one time.
Okay.
Wait, what? Are we? What's going on? One time? Confused? Question mark? Oh, okay. Okay, Nate did forfeit.
Nate
bad.
did forfeit. Okay. So the win goes to Andrew 40-43 by default.
Well, I guess with that, we'll go to Sulfurious Andrew then. I guess. I think it makes more sense than having Bolo play back-to-back. It makes more sense if we have... So, ooh, wait, I got it mixed up.
No,
okay, Sulfurious...
says new boosts Bolo. But
okay, hold on.
The bracket's right.
There, updated. Don't kill me.
Yes, Andrew.
Got Sulfurious Andrew coming up here. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, they're both in the room. And I think we should be good for this next match here. Ooh, and here we got the player cards. We got Sulfurious #2 from Colombia. That's Cap. Listen, I run La Lista, and he's really #3. If you think about it, but on TL, he's at least #2. So,
yeah.
A previous TAWS winner, very cool. And we got Andrew, Image Dumper, so true. Nice to see some
Image Dump represent. Also, look at this.
Representation.
The difference between them. Another extremely fun knockout.
Yeah, so I feel like Andrew has some weird consistency issues sometimes, but Sulfurious as well, if you really think about it. Sulfurious does know how to DPC though, so we should be seeing some of that firepower coming through.
Somebody say MKO versus H cannon from Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew also has a tendency to do that as well.
H cannon's a wonderful way to do warm up.
Here we go. Ooh, Sulfurious making a pretty big misdrop there, but Andrew in a super precarious situation. Needs to downstack here.
If you can get the downstack, it should be easy. Now Sulfurious cleans up his board. And Andrew's move.
Yeah, good stuff from Sulfurious there. Pretty quick warm up.
So we got to see H cannon and TAWS. Love to see it.
And here we go. We got our losers quarters match. TAWS U1. Sulfurious versus Andrew. Here we go. Ooh, we got a.
Sulfurious.
What did Andrew do? Is that like a PC?
That was a post PC setup, but it wasn't the usual ones.
Questionable? Question mark? Doing Alibaba PC from Andrew there. But both players in the mid game now. 9-0 stack for Andrew here. Looking for that eyepiece. Goes for the triple. Sulfurious playing a little slow. Looking for a neat down stack. No T pieces though for those wells.
That's a good 12 strike for Andrew down stack. And so pausing to think about how to fix things up.
Yeah, Sulfurious here looking for a bit of a down stack. Andrew also not having the best upstacking situation. Sulfurious should be good here.
Oh!
And
that eye misdrop. I felt that.
There we go. Yeah, similar to what happened on the last set between ADSP and Bolo. And we got another Hachi versus. Is this Mr. T spin?
Andrew?
Yeah, that was a failed Mr. T spin. I'm pretty sure. Shout out to my dog, Not a Bug. He does it all the time. Pioneer. Not Pioneer. He didn't invent it, but he's a practitioner. So true. And here we go. Sulfurious in a pretty awkward downstack situation, but Andrew has no eyepieces. Eyepieceperms.com? .net?
It's the eyepiece. But he's still way up on his board.
Ooh, yeah, and unfortunately Sulfurious has like pretty much a good position here, while Andrew is a little awkward. Both players are kind of not going for a lot of offensive damage here. Sulfurious did have Andrew against the ropes, but I guess speed is a factor, as both players aren't particularly fast, especially Sulfurious. It's going at a, well, modest pace of 2.1, which isn't that slow for most people here, but on a U tournament, perhaps.
Andrew had a bit of a suspicious 8-1 stack. Now he's stuck trying to deal with the fallout.
Ooh, but an eyepiece misdraw from both players here.
Andrew, go down! There was no go down.
He's going up. So true. And here we go. We got a TKI bag based. So true.
2 flat top TKIs. With pass through LST. Lost. But there was pass through. And that will not be beneficial for Andrew. Here he has to
Yo, fellas. E-boy LST or or femboy Fonzie. I'm sorry, that's probably never gonna get me on comms again. Coming back here, we're doing kind of a very aggressive mid game between both players here. Andrew looking for this big spike. Ooh, but not very efficient from Andrew there. Both players are very awkward. Yeah, they both are kind of just breaking apart their boards because they can't really figure out what to do with these pieces here.
Eye for Andrew.
And here we go. Andrew looking to downstack. Ooh.
Look, Sulfurious is in an odd position, and those blooms are going to be staying in storage.
For sure. There was a pretty big eyepiece misdrop there from Sulfurious. Fortunately, cannot get any of that firepower here. We got another Hachi. Sulfurious here. Going for the TST variation. Well, this is going to be very big damage. Ooh, but Sulfurious blocks one attack there. Gives Andrew more than enough space to downstack here. Andrew looking for this downstack. Kind of thinks about it.
There too. Great back to back. I think tucking the L and keeping back to back would have been better, but.
Ooh. So Furious gonna get this TSS TSD transition. Yeah, very beautiful. But again, kind of thinking about it, a little slow. I feel like Sulfuris is most definitely a thinker more than a honer type player, I would say.
Yeah.
And once again, in the thought
Andrew with the
box.
13.
Ooh, and Andrew with the timing. You see that? Ooh.
Ow. And that
Nicely
attack
done from
kills.
Andrew.
3-2 now.
Alright, we got PC. Ooh, someone say MKO. We got a MKO versus PC. So Furious actually looking for that second PC variation from that MKO there.
Andrew's just gone full on striding now. 3.3 PPS 9-0.
Yeah, but I feel like this is gonna stop at some point here, even though Andrew actually just kind of demolished Sulfurious there. I feel like I've played Sulfurious before on like he's asked me for 1v1s for some reason, and he's very prone to dying from just like massive pressure here. But right now, perfect garbage for Sulfurious, and Andrew is looking down the barrel. And again, this is what I really don't like about Sulfurious' gameplay. The timing with the blocks is just really unfavorable for Sulfurious, because they're blocking when they shouldn't, honestly. Like, if Sulfurious would have absorbed the garbage there, they would have won this game. And now Andrew on the cusp of victory? Question mark? Ooh,
Possibly.
no eyepieces. Ooh, finally gets that eyepiece. Sulfurious here. Looking for the downstack. Andrew in a bit of a precarious situation. Look at all this cheese. Parmesan?
Any cheese enjoyers in chat?
Shout out to Ors. Ooh, but we got a 9-0. Ooh, and we got a big spike from Andrew. Coming soon. Psych. Well, it's not moderate spike. Both players are kind of really not using their garbage as efficiently as you would think here, even though very good efficiency from Sulfurious' side at least. Look at this, almost 100 APN, 2.2 PPS. That's pretty darn efficient, I would say. Like almost near the border of what you would say is pretty good for that speed range. And yeah, right now, both players are just gonna play neutral for a bit here. Andrew has a lot of cheese to go through, and Sulfurious is kind of not stopping on the cheese.
That's a weird misdrop from Andrew. And another one. He's got a lot of self-made cheese to dig through. Not to mention all the cheese Sulfurious gave him.
Man said, you know what? This isn't enough, man. I gotta make my own. So true. Ooh, but right now, yeah.
It's gonna be just enough pressure to kill Sulfurious. 3-4. Started out at 3-0, but Andrew's looking to string 5 in a row.
And here we go. Ooh, perfect garbage for Sulfurious once again here.
And not great garbage for Andrew.
Yeah, Sulfurious kind of built a 4-wide for a bit there. But it didn't work out. And this is actually a very ugly stack for Sulfurious. A lot of skimming on the forecast. And probably the same thing for Andrew, who's building an 8-1 stack. This is honestly horrible for Andrew. And both players are kind of just vibing out.
Yeah.
You know?
Andrew
fun?
has to make more holes in his stack, though.
You know, fun
Just gonna go back
X-ranked
to item.
tip. If you don't know what to do, just start building Fractal. Fractal is like so powerful for no reason, especially in Tetrio. But like if you do the Fractal all at once, plus a Tetris, then that's just like
That's just...
you're gonna die. Ooh, but Andrew is looking to die, you know. on the real estate market for perishing for sure. But Sulfurious is like counter bid to lose. And let's not forget that Andrew is 1 game away from taking this match. I think Sulfurious.
Sulfurious, if he wins this one, will force a TAWS breakthrough.
So
Any TAWS
true
breaker
here.
fans?
Big TAWS breaker fan here, but Sulfurious should be a fan as well. For sure. Ooh, Andrew is building up a big spike and no eyepieces, but actually turns out to be a pretty
Spike
huge
18.
multiplier
That's gonna come
spike.
back as cheese.
Ooh, and Sulfurious looking
Those
for
5
this
lines
is-
of cheese are far more dangerous than the
You see that 18 line cheese practice coming through for Sulfurious there?
Oh,
Shiesty, dude. That was shiesty. Ooh, and Sulfurious said, I'm not out yet, dog. Trying to just... I love the spirit Sulfurious has, just never giving up. And TAWS
go to TAWS breaker.
breaker. Sulfurious Andrew. Let's see what happens here. We got MKO. You know it.
Did somebody say MKO?
Ooh, but Sulfurious missed.
Oh,
God,
looks like we got a bunch of MKO haters in chat.
for sure. I mean, that MKO that Sulfurious did, I would also be a hater. As a MKO fan myself. But right now, Sulfurious needs to concentrate on the upstack here. Very bad piece management. God-awful piece management from Sulfurious. This is
And you
could
just apply
spell
a bit more pressure.
an early death here. Yeah. This is just a very... Dude, Sulfurious, if you die like this, man, oh my god.
Kaya well was covered.
Yeah.
There you go, Andrew.
Just very sloppy ending there for Sulfurious, but very nice closer from Andrew. Yeah,
That was good.
Sulfurious just kind of maybe crumbling under the pressure there because that piece management was not correct. Like, it was very wrong. Like, my man's did a hole on a 7-2 stack. You know you're nervous when you're making like holes on your 7-2.
Yeah.
You know, shout out any
can't 7-2 at all.
It's so true.
Next up, we will be having Nunu versus Bolo.
So true. Andrew, Image Dumper winning. Bolo, Image Dumper also on losers quarters.
Ayo.
Let's see what happens.
We see an all Image Dump losers finals.
Perhaps. Well, no, that's impossible because
for losers semis.
yeah, so true. Yeah, you got it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, we
But
have Nunu in the room. And Bolo. There we go.
Both players are asking for the warm-up. Bolo said yes. Another one said okay. Neither of them said yes. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
it's
sure,
not cool
okay.
to say yes. Yeah, like what am I supposed to do with that? It's a yes or no. You know, I hate people who do that. They're like sure or okay. Yeah, all right. You know?
It's a yes or no question. Answer yes or no.
It's like you just had to say yes or no. You know, why are you? I'll just not do it. You know, if you're gonna.
Also
So
to
true,
make sure
but then-
there's no pass-through when there's PCOs. If you land skip through to Bolo because Nunu had a Tetris PC.
Ooh, and I really like the way Nunu plays. Very like calculated every piece. It's kind of like looking at an X rank playing slow. You know.
Yeah, look at that 1.7 PPS.
Ooh, but all this cheese. If you're slow with all this cheese, you're going to hell.com. .org/.
Not mad.
Die. So true. Ooh. But unfortunately for Bolo, there are no big spikes, and Nunu kind of speeding up here. Bit of a long warm-up. As we're approaching 120 here. And yeah, he's kind of just vibing out. Look how much cheese Nunu has, bro. Like, what the hell?
Gotta break out those cheese-based skills now.
Ooh, it actually does? Yo,
Yo.
Bolo, man, you sent all that cheese and you're not gonna win this game. That's the worst. And he's actually just gonna send more cheese. What is
Bolo
this?
keeps sending the cheese, but what he needs to do is send some of that clean pressure under the cheese.
True, make a lasagna. Keep it fresh. Yeah.
Noob just tops out there?
Noob is like, bro, like, man, why are you not killing me? just end the game. What the hell?
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
Bolo's like
Okay.
tralalalala, you know? He's just kind of a
2-1.
little bit of tralalalala. Just a little bit of tralala in there, you know? So true. Speaking about so true, we got our next match, losers quarters, Bolo KKJH versus Noob for TAWS U1. We got Pete. What is this? Are we playing at 1 PPS?
I don't know, but it's giving me some real TAWS Asia Open 1 vibes. A finals between a Cone and Corby? That is traumatizing.
Yeah, both players are playing at 30 APM. They're not. This is a an underdogs cup.
This is like regular TAWS, not TAWS U.
What are they?
Like not even regular TAWS top 8, but like in the pool.
This is like pools, like losers round 1. You know?
Yeah, when you need to stop for time, so you pick 2 random S ranks.
But unfortunately, here I have no words for this. What is going on? I feel like the CPU is like overclocked, and now their brain is kind of a little fried, a little sauteed.
Maybe this is what Noob was saying about getting a little too warm. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
It's just that Bolo has extremely unclean gameplay. Like, my man's just the definition of just playing dirty. Like, what is going on half the time? Like, why is Bolo skimming right now? Bolo was just winning the game like 2 seconds ago, and now Bolo will die. Like, what is going on?
This is a bit too messy for my liking.
Like, Bolo basically did not do a single line of down stack throughout that entire thing.
Winning nearly 24.3k, and he's winning with 50 APM.
Bolo trying to do a pacifist run, I guess? Why is Bolo... What is going on?
I'm not sure what's going through his head right now.
My man's is on a MK Ultra project or something, man. No way. Just not regular. Ooh, never mind. A huge spike from Bolo. This is the classic Bolo. The classic Bolo, I don't do anything for 5 minutes into huge spike.
Yeah.
This is the classic Bolo. If anyone ever plays Bolo, it's 7 minutes of 0 APM, skim, 1,000 line spike. So true. Verified. I'll verify it, man. Guinness World Record. Guinness World Record for stalling a match. Bolo, so true. That's my dog.
Bolo's a bit of a suspicious bottom of his stack, though.
Very sus.
Now he goes into 9-0.
Yeah, both players are not even doing 100 versus score right now. A little
New Noob's
A
got
little-
that 6-3 going.
Underwhelming, some would say.
Oh, that's a weird misdrop to Bolo.
Ooh, and Bolo, I don't see an eyepiece. Not a single eyepiece in any of those bags, actually.
Yes, Pooms.
No down stacking for Bolo there. And 2-1 for Nunoob. Nunoob, I haven't seen anything crazy from Nunoob, I feel like.
Nah, just been solid gameplay.
Just consistent gameplay, yeah. I mean, consistency beats all, I guess. So true. Bolo trying to play a very counter-spiky style, but they're not speeding up at all. Oh, well, now they are. There we go. Okay, and waste the eyepiece there. Okay.
Oh, and there's a second eye dependency.
Yeah, looking for Bolo has 2 eyepieces to compensate for that, luckily. Nunoob, though, vibing out. Kind of maxing efficiency with the speed they have, you know? I feel like Bolo is at least half a PPS faster. But Nunoob is just trying to maximize every single downstack opportunity.
That 100 pieces and 84 attack. 2.84 ATP from Nunu. That is nuts.
Base. Ooh. But gets Nade. 3-1 for Nunu. Bolo. Man, my man throws more than an MLB pitcher, man. No way.
PCO versus MKO. Nunu doesn't have much to follow up the MKO though.
Yeah, I
This
feel
is
like
what ADSP is talking about when he says MKO is bad.
I feel like Bolo needs to be just rush. He should just rush Nunu with damage. Like that's the real strategy against someone like Nunu here. Because Bolo has been trying to play this counter spiky style when Nunoob is so slow that they can't do anything but counter spike. So like you can't have 2 counter
Nunoob's goal
spikes.
here is to play slow and efficiently. So if you just if you start setting up a bunch of cheese at him, he's gonna have a hard time handling it. Don't wait for him to attack. Attack him first.
Ooh, but right, look at this downstack situation for Bolo here. Very precarious. Yeah, Nunoob is just looking for simple downstack solutions. That TSD gonna put Bolo in a very, very difficult situation. Yeah, Bolo just confused. Nunoob used confusion. That was used confusion ray on Bolo and it worked. Bolo hurt himself. Ooh, and we got stick spin
Bolo's
from
using
Bolo. Listen, Bolo said, "Man, I'm tired. I want to win." So true. Using a stick spin here. Ooh, that block was very bad from Bolo there, as it just gave Nunoob enough space to go for the downstack here. Nunoob kind of speeding up a bit. Ooh, we'll get this TSS. It does block. Bolo making a huge well that results in essentially nothing, but playing at 2.7 PPS, nearly a 1 PPS difference between both players here, even though Bolo is actually not throwing a lot of APM, kind of just striding it out. While Nunoob is just down stacking, straight up.
Well, Bolo has the best 9-0 stack. The thing about 9-0 is it's really easy to do inefficiently, but very hard to do efficiently.
Yeah, I mean it's inefficient by nature because there's minimal T-spin opportunities.
Yeah, but you can do donations with Kaidons, but it's very hard to set those up efficiently. Oh!
I guess.
Bolo's nice false spike gets the kill there, 4-2.
Bolo figuring it out, and this is a road for Bolo. 4-2 for Nunoob. 1 game away versus 2, 3. Let's see if Bolo can bring it all the way back to a toss breaker at the very least. Nunoob just blocking. placing blocks and blocking. While Bolo gets in another awkward down stack situation here. Big spike pressure coming through from Nunu, perhaps? And Bolo once again committing a pretty tragic misdrop. Alright. And yeah, both, you know, there's just not a lot to say, but like, it's kind of just one's down stacking and another one's just like has a banana peel under the keyboard. So true. This is Bolo, most Bolo sets. Ooh, but Bolo getting experimental? Going radio?
Trying things out sometimes. But sometimes it's just not the best place for a lab. Some
And
places
Bolo
make good
thinking
labs,
at the
but-
worst times possible? Look at all this cheese Bolo has now.
Yo, Bolo, go down!
Can Bolo down stack? Bolo looking to lose? Oh,
Bolo,
no.
please!
And that's
No.
it. GG's.
Nunu gets the win here. Final score 5-2. Bolo just did not have a down stack though. He really needed one most.
Exciting. Yeah, it was very weird. Very weird. But good stuff for Bolo there, making it to losers quarters, and even better stuff for Nunu, who makes it to losers semis. But we will have to see that next time, as up next we will be having winners finals between Awui and Pugsley, two dog related nicknames. What do you think about that?
Well, certainly an interesting factoid.
So sure to tell.
Let's see if these two will give us an interesting match. Are the stats up here? Roy's certainly a lot closer to X rank than any of the other competitors in the jungle. That's why you see the first. That is why he's been doing so well so far in these finals.
Yeah, very borderline. They have been playing pretty good in the bracket here. Had a pretty close match against Sulfurious, but more than that, it's been pretty much smooth sailing. Almost lost to the 33 seed from before, so very close to losing there. And Pugsley has kind of just been you know, on a similar track record. Beat Mana Bender, Nate. Wait, no. ADSP beat Nate, and then beat New Noob 5-1.
You know, Roy may have been off his game against the 33rd seed. He's like, seed 33. Beat me in tiebreaker for one. That was a fun way to set up the night. Please ignore my DM.
Listen, we can, but also you could have played Zen mode this whole time. So true.
Yeah,
So,
like,
listen,
I mean,
I guess I'll
maybe
do
your
that.
hands are just cold because Canada.
True.
That's for you. Easy to get very cold.
Noob geography. Noob geography.
So we're gonna
Any
do an
Canadians in the
FD2.
chat? Pugsley, whoa! That was so fresh. I thought that was a misdrop, but actually it was a pod drop. And never mind. It was a what the hell? Alright, that's 1-0. If this reaches tiebreaker, I'm just gonna
That counts as a toss breaker for warm-up goes technically. That isn't every warm-up technically a tiebreaker. After all,
Aristotle be like. Aristotle in ancient Greece be like, is every first to one tiebreaker?
Are we wasting the eyes? Will that come back to bite him? Or... Oh, the double T waste as well!
It's looking like the
Isn't so
local river With all this waste in it, man. So true. But right now,
It's a sign of things to come. Then we might see a lot of peace droughts. Might see Wooly having a lot of dependencies that he just can't fix. He's already wasted those pieces. Wade's TT's been set up, but that's fine because he has TT's coming anyway. Oh, that's not a good misdrop though. And a
this goes to
misfold.
tiebreaker.
Is this TAWS breaker though? That is the question.
Can we get an expert to determine? So
Can
true.
we get a judge? Give me a judge's ruling.
Can we get a T? Can we get a TO to determine? Please.
Actually, I am one of the organizers of this tournament.
Did not ask plus ratio. I was just
So,
joking.
I'm gonna go ahead and make the executive decision that I like big TAWS breaker counts. And I'm gonna call that a TAWS breaker.
So
Also
true.
gets unlucky number 13 out of the way, so.
Yo, 3 PPS.
Speaking of unlucky, that was
140,
just not
8 PM
lucky
from
for
Pugs.
Wooly.
Good stuff. And that was the warm up. Pugsley probably did an all nighter for this event. Honestly, actually probably not. Probably woke up really early though. All the way from Vietnam. Shout out to all my ones in the chat. And here we go.
Oh, misdrop
What?
TKI for Pugsley. But it's still
Chernobyl.
easy anyway.
Chernobyl TKI for Pugsley there. Ooh, and we wasting the IP is definitely probably gonna result in death.
Yeah,
It
that's
will.
just that.
And that's a 1-0. Another TKI bag, pretty sure. Alright, we got a Fonzie versus an LST. Which benefits Pugsley a lot here. Ooh, yeah, 2 Ts. This is just perfect pieces for Pugsley to do pretty much everything. Yeah, more pressure.
Yeah, he's
Is
just
there a bit of
really good
the
luck.
internet delay? Or what? I've seen
I know,
Pugsley
maybe a
throw
Vietnamese
damage.
Wi-Fi moment, but
Yeah, I don't really see... Bro, do you not... What?
I don't know. Vietnam and Canada are both known for having some suspicious Wi-Fi moments when we need them the least.
Yeah, but Pugsley sending damage and absolutely no APM came out of any of the attacks. Or...
Imperial Cross moment for Louis, but most Imperial Crosses are not good, and that is one of them.
Yeah,
The only good Imperial Cross is one that redirects you well and opens it up. Funny 180 T-spin. That one's 13 for Louis.
Yeah, now Pugsley not doing much. Ooh, looking for this STSD. It's the overhang. There's one. There's the other. Transitions it into a 9-0 stack. While Wui looking for a down stack. No TPs for a Wui in a bit though. We'll have to wait a little bit here. And this is a very dangerous 9-0 stack situation for Pugsley. Just beating
Go
through.
down, Pugsley. Go down.
Pugsley's so fast. 2.7 PPS consistent pretty much here. Likely one
Well,
of
that's
the
a good down
strongest
stack,
pieces
sending a
here.
lot of cheese for Wooey.
Ooh,
That's
and
that.
TP's misdrop from a Wooey there into what was an already pretty difficult down stack situation there. Pugsley goes up 2-1, and we got a
Mogus DT?
very
Pugsley?
weird DT cannon.
Ah, it's a Mogus DT.
What's... I'm not even gonna ask what that is.
Otherwise known as vertical DT, but it just kind of looks like a Mogus, so... Shout out to all my Mogus DT enjoyers.
And Pugsley will die a horrible death for doing that.
I mean, it was a sus stack from the beginning.
I was an imposter Among Us. So sad. Among Us should have never existed.
so too.
Coming back here, we got a nice TSS into a 9. Oh, Tetris, but a Wii with a much faster down stack here. Pugsley though, thinking about this stack. And let's see what happens. Pugsley transitioning here. A Wii with a little bit of down stack. Does not count to 4 on that. And actually does not even get cheese on Pugsley's side. All pretty much clean. And huge JP's missed from a there.
But it doesn't matter. Sees the kill there anyway.
Alright, now here we go.
He's deep for Pugsley, but we went for TKI, so no PCs.
This is actually huge back-to-back. Like, you should try to preserve as much of this as possible, and actually just breaks it. Well, Awui here, in a bit of a weird situation, misjudges that TSS distance, and is thinking a lot to do this down stack here. Pugsley though, no damage until now, and Awui's pretty much safe here. Look at that triple into Tetris, but Pugsley with even more damage, looking to do more attack here. Another Tetris from Pugsley, gets that T-spin double. This back-to-back is pretty nutty. Breaks it, but gets a very nice down stack transition. Awui in a lot of trouble. Blocks, fortunately.
And Pugsley just has that back-to-back, so even if Awui can get down, and he can't, Pugsley would have had all that pressure.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah, he's doing my APM on on the U-Ring tournament. Yeah, can we get an Among Us? He's a sus stats. 3 PPS, 140. Playing a little cold here. Ooh, but Awui also playing at 2 PPS, 130 APM. Talk about efficiency. Kazu who? ZZ who? You know, that's all I'm saying.
Pugsley. This is DT cannon for Awui? Yo, DT enjoys in 24.3k. Bit of pass on that spike though.
I feel like Awui,
you can't get that exit, he's like promo! It's been missing!
Ooh, but Awui, I think has superior downstacking to Pugsley, and I feel like that's the real difference maker between them. But Pugsley looking to win this match and go to grand finals, and that's it.
Will.
GG's. Very nicely done there from Pugsley. Gets the grands. Awui, there's a huge line difference, even though the game was actually
relatively close. Okay, next up, we loser semis between Noob and Andrew.
Yo, my bad. Got mom. Sorry. So true.
Been mom.
Shout out to moms all around the world. So true. And yeah, with that in mind, we do have a new noob versus Andrew. Does mom stand for my own mother? That is a way to interpret it. Bread Butter 7 PvP. What a name.
Will Pidgeystar being based?
Can we? Yeah, my dog. Shout out to my dog Andrew, representing Image Dump, the last warrior.
Last one standing. Now here in the final four.
And yeah, we're just vibing out.
Fun, good, have luck.
No warm up, just straight up. We got winner semis for TAWS U, Andrew. 4043 versus New Noob here. Andrew going for this 6-3 well? Question mark, but does a very bad eyepiece misdrop. Fixes it to a count of 4. And it's kind of looking
clean stacking this.
Yeah, Andrew was looking for that STSD there for a second, but knew that he did not have those pieces there, while Noob is, again, using that counter spiky style, just down stacking a lot. And if you're not a player who can put in a lot of pressure, Noob will just down stack you until you lose your mind, basically, like what happened to Bolo. So you did not want to get into that chain. That's what Andrew goes for here. Very weird stacking from Andrew, while Noob once again is just, you know, it's kind of like the turtle versus the whatever, the rabbit. Except that right now the turtle fights like hell, dude. He's fighting. Shout out to the Jamaican turtles from Finding Nemo.
Oh.
Ooh. And good stuff from Andrew there. Takes the first game. Very true. And what the
Andrew
hell
with
is
H cannon? Shout out to H cannon. Now he's got the plot move. Now he has to win.
Ooh, good
And he
stuff
does!
from,
An H cannon win in TAWS.
2-0.
Yo.
Ooh, PC there from Andrew. Looking for that second. Gets it. Ooh. Noob
Just
dies. 155 APM for
Guess that's
Andrew.
the way to kill Noob. Just PC spam.
So true. Where was that? Where was this advice from my man's Bolo like a match ago? So true. But coming back here, we got Andrew transitioning. I don't think that was the right solution. Andrew had an easy fight on there, but still manages to get this
Andrew
STSD
stopped
here.
dropping his pieces like Hammer ET.
Yo, shout out Hammer ET one time. Noob though, again, sticking to what they know. Just stacking down and down stacking, as they say. A little bit of cheese on Andrew's side, looking maybe get out of this in a bit, and Noob cannot handle Andrew's pressure. This is a 4-0 sweep? Question mark?
Can we? That's the moves, everyone. And another H cannon.
Ooh, and this is actually an insane H cannon.
H cannon. 18 spike. Yo.
Ooh, but Andrew might not be ready for all this counter pressure. Andrew did not want to waste that eyepiece. Will transition. And now this is a little weird for both players here. I think Noob is trying to just wait and time stuff out there. Yeah, absorbs once again. Noob playing this very strategically. I really like that from them. And Andrew is just trying not to die right now. About to be suffocated in a bit here. Ooh, almost covers up.
Oh,
But let's
he
get the
gets
down stack.
just a bit down, but not down far enough.
Ooh!
Oh! The survival? Some illegal survival going on, and
Damn.
no more.
No sweep? No sweep?
No
No
sweep.
sweep? Can I get a no sweep in the chat, folks? One time. Alright, here we go. We got a Mr. T-spin, I think that is, right? Yeah, for sure. From Andrew there. While New Noob is trying to time out Andrew for the counter spikes. Ooh, and look at Andrew basically
Look
playing
at that.
sprint.
DPS striding? That's
Yeah.
just death!
Just win,
YouTube doesn't have survival here!
and that's it.
Striding for the win. 5-1 Andrew. GG's. Look at that doubling New Noob's APM.
So true.
So, that'll put us in losers finals now, where Andrew will face a Wooey.
So true. And yeah. We can get this going. I'm not sure if Andrew needs a break or what's the vibe. What's going on here? And yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for tuning in with us at TAWS U1. Very
It's
cool
gonna be
here.
An exciting night here tonight.
Got our losers finals. Players are going for a warm up here. And yeah, we're all just kind of vibing out.
Going into warm up now.
You got a TKI bag?
I can't help but see Stickspin bag. That's why. But with Andrew, he just says H cannon bag.
Andrew is truly enlightened. Enlightened in Somalia.
Too bad
maybe?
it cost him here.
Enlightened
No
in
H
Pakistan.
cannon. H.
So true. Yeah, and I
Here we
think
go.
Andrew can't really just play around against a Wooey as he did against New Noob there.
His dog has invaded his go. That could be a bit of an issue.
His dog what? That's my dog.
D-spam. Has to stop it too.
Ooh, and a Wooey's
No,
in a
but
very
the
dangerous
stack is
situation.
so messy.
And here we go. Let's see what Andrew does here. Ooh, Andrew makes a very bad L-piece misdrop, and he might take an L and then say peace. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, here we go. Ooh, oh no. Yeah, that's it for Andrew.
Yeah, that's bad.
Alright.
Good, well RNG so far. None of the garbage has ever spawned covered.
And this should be Andrew's game, I would say. Awui has a very bad downstack situation, yeah. And we got a TKI back? based. Andrew doing
Oh,
a
look
9-0.
at that well for Andrew. He's just gonna go all in on 9-0 striding.
This is, folks, do not watch this. This is what they tell you not to do. This is your brain on drugs. So true. Ooh, and we got a huge pressure coming through from Andrew, and just gets it.
Back-to-back times 10. Pretty sure every single clue he made in that round was back-to-back.
Very, very clean there from Andrew, who's looking
H-cannon!
Ooh, but this basically just gets a single out of that.
Oh my, and look at that well again! Such good RNG for Andrew. RNG they can't really capitalize on.
Yeah, and we here is actually in a very precarious situation. Yeah, both players are in a very awkward downstacking situation. So Wui does get out first. Andrew has a lot of cheese to deal with. Ooh, but does get out of it pretty cleanly here. Yeah, very nicely done. And now Andrew's actually getting a little greedy there for the damage. Does not get the right pieces. And once again, in a very tough downstack situation is Andrew. Nice touchers there from Andrew. And Wui is dead? Question mark? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Even if he did get a little bit of a downstack though, Andrew's 9-0 striding is just too fast.
Alright, another TKI bag. And Andrew deciding to do
He's styling
know what's that called. Yeah, I think that's called like, I don't know, Jaws, Shark, I don't know. We need a better system for naming stuff. I have no idea
it's like
what
a second DC setup more than it looks like a first, to be honest.
Andrew definitely on that experimental wave.
I'd say half experimental, half meme. After all, he is using H-cannon seriously, so...
You know, at one point, it was just called Cannon, but then Caboozled. Ooh, was that a fin?
Fin?
Never mind. Meme? Total meme, dude. No way.
Chat?
Mid-game fin, dude. That's actually kind of swag. But now if you lose the game, if Andrew wins the game, you're getting put on the Hall of Fame for swag.
Winning a set with TSD is great.
Yeah, that will not be the case.
But no win wins this round. 3-2.
Takes a second match, 3-2 here. Andrew, if Andrew wins, this is a very important game. Because if Andrew wins this, then Awui has a lot of pressure to deal with.
So true.
But if Andrew loses this, then it's kind of like 3-3. Oh no, I'm throwing the game. You know, it's one of those mentality points here. Very, very important that Andrew takes this game, and very important for Awui to take their game. Big back-to-back Tetris spike from Andrew here. Ooh, but this counter spike from Awui, even better. Ooh, this down stack from Awui.
We're the only ones in the game who really use FT5 throughout the Grand Finals. So there are completely different dynamics of every single match and every single round going on.
So
and
true.
One of those dynamics is going to be at play right here. 4-2. What is Andrew doing?
That's Mr. T-Spin.
Oh, that's Mr. T-Spin.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And that's going to be death.
And that's it. And Andrew gets the grands in a pretty swaggy way.
So we are going to see an all-Vietnamese grand finals between Pugsley and Andrew.
Andrew doing it for Image Dump. Very true. He represents Image Dump now, not even Vietnam.
Yo. Image Dump
Let's
supremacy.
Let's go. Very hype. Winner grants. Let's get it, dude. And yeah. Cowboy sang. Very true. I did not butcher that. It's so true. And yeah, very nicely done here. Very nice commentating with Tylaris.
Yeah.
My dog.
What's up, checkmark? That is how Pidge likes greeting verified users. What's up, checkmark? Is certainly a different way of
Check mark Keck W. Very true.
Here are the stats green now. Thompson definitely is the APM advantage, but that versus over APM is under 2.
But Andrew has the H cannon advantage, so
yeah.
And you can't put that in a stat sheet, you know. That's the soul stat. You can't see someone's soul through the stats, you know. The human spirit can't be put in cybermetrics.
I mean, you can have swag per second or something.
Swag per second. Tell 'em. Various legends in history had a high swag per second. Or Julius Caesar. I don't know who has had high swag per second. I don't know. Soldier Boy, you tell me, folks. Coming back here, we got Grants, Andrew, 4043, Pugsley. I don't know what TMG stands for. Is that like MSG? You know, like a salt type flavor for your foe. And yeah, whenever the players want to start here, we're more than ready. And here we go. First to 7 grand finals. Pugsley, Andrew.
Here we go. H cannon bag. No H cannon?
No, this is racist stuff.
Oh, Pugsley!
Pugsley doing Among Us? Mid-game Among Us? Mid-game, he's doing a mid-game... What's the badge called, dude? The one where you do the...
grade?
Yeah.
Pugsley, no!
Yo, Pugsley
Just dropping all the T-spins.
Mid-game secret grade, for
Modern
sure.
art.
I see a strange symbol popping up.
He actually sprinting, but looks like he's gonna need that reset button.
And
Oh, there's a net split. That is interesting.
ooh, Andrew with some good foresight there. We'll transition into this 9-0 stack, but this is very dangerous for Andrew. Ooh, managed to get the down stack. Very nicely done there. Andrew was trying to transition here while Pugsley is in a very good position. Free T-spin Tetris, transition into the 9-0. One more is going to try to get one more Tetris in here. Another. But Andrew though
Why
has...
did Andrew go for another Tetris though?
You know, sometimes you don't be thinking. Sometimes your brain just empty. So true.
Look at the speed difference here as well. Pugsley's going at a steady 2.8 PPS while Andrew's around 2.1.
Andrew just swagging it out. You know, you can't. You gotta give some resources to the swag.
It's coming up with the cost of a lot of misdrops for Pugsley. Honestly,
well,
I would much rather have accurate gameplay than fast gameplay. Fast gameplay is really fun to watch. Misdrops and all.
Yeah, and again, it's just like this weird bolo effect.
And you're trying to tuck that S in there.
Ooh, Andrew thought he died for a second.
Oh, after the clutch clear taking the dub.
And that's a 3-0. That's a good margin. All right, is this Stalin? It is not. It was a 4 PPS, a 2 PPS 0 APM start. That's how the founders did it. That's how Blink did it back in 2009.
Shout out to Blink. Still going strong.
He do be blinking.
Oh, there's a misdrop for Andrew. And the fun thing about that misdrop is you could turn it
Ooh,
into
Imperial?
off.
See, that was the time where you should... okay. That was the one time Imperial Cross is like a good idea.
No sweep.
Because Andrew had like a fractal, but it was like in half. And so the only solution was doing an Imperial there. One time. Can we get it
No
in
Imperial Plumes. No SOX Plumes either. We should do an SOSX TAWS sometime. No, I'm not talking about TAWS Asia Open 2 with the dumb Duke settings. That was
Hey.
something else.
Hey, you give some respect. Give some respect to those wonderful people at on the TAWS Asia team.
Chaco's often mean to me, so no.
Shout out to Choco, man. That's my dog. But right now, Andrew, I don't know what's going on, dog. Yeah, both players are kind of just
Andrew's high on his board here. Pugsley isn't misdropping at all, so he's able to just apply that pressure.
but Andrew's kind of playing well, was playing like 100 APM survival for a hot minute. You know, when you make a misdrop on 100 APM, like 120 APM survival, and you're just like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Exactly what Andrew was feeling there for a hot minute. But we transition back into this game. Andrew wasting 2 eyepieces there. Finally gets the Tetris. Ooh,
It is
misdrop
a
that
misdrop.
T-piece. Let's see what Pugsley can do to apply some pressure.
Andrew.
We get a 7-2 stack from Pugsley and skims it, and we'll probably not get a lot of damage, which will give Andrew enough time to transition their stack here. But this down stack isn't really effective from Andrew, but Pugsley's misdrop not doing them any favors. And both players are kind of just flubbing it.
Bit of a good down stack there for Andrew, but subsequently wrecks his stack. It seems cleaned up though.
Yeah, very cleaned up there from Andrew. Ooh, Andrew probably had a bigger downstack opportunity there if they would have skimmed a little better. Ooh, that SP's misdrop is not going to be good at all for Andrew. Let's see what Pugsley does here to actually win this match, and that's going to be it. Good stuff. From 4-0 to 4-3, Pugsley on a hot streak.
Let's see if he can keep that going here.
Ooh, TKI misdrop from Andrew.
Hey, oh, Andrew.
And that's it. Andrew's dead.
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
just not happening. It
And Pugsley swagging out.
was a 10-second win.
Those are the best, dude. I love a 10-second win more than like a 3-minute game, you know?
These are 10-second wins.
Shout out to my 10-second winners. Shout out to my stick spinners, actually, pretty much. Only people nowadays winning in 10
Shout out
seconds.
to my DPC loopers in chat.
Oh, so true. I forgot about you. That's a good thing. Hashtag, that's a good thing. I forgot about the DPCers. But coming back here, ooh, Pugsley's in a really dangerous position here. That's what Andrew can do, but does manage to get out. Andrew has
Oh,
a
14 down stack spike for Pugsley.
yeah, but Andrew has a bigger spike potential here. Doesn't have to block the first one. Pugsley thinking about it. And now both players are in strange situations.
For Andrew.
Another fin for Andrew, and fin in Spanish means end. because Pugsley took that game. So true.
Just like that, Pugsley goes from being down 4-0 to being in the lead 5-4. H Cannon versus SDPC. We'd love to see that matchup.
And right now, Pugsley had a cool setup there, and then it just kind of turned into a misdrop. And now all Andrew needs to do is just complete this 7-2 to win this game here. But does it so slow that Pugsley basically gets out. That was a free game for Andrew, basically. And this match right here is super important, because if Andrew loses this match, that's so much pressure. Huge spike from Pugsley.
And that's just death.
And that's
Pugsley
grand
now a
final
championship point. Coming from down 0-4.
This is a 6-game winning streak.
But can he make it 7? Almost misdrops there. But
Ooh, Andrew commits a huge misdrop, but Pugsley, thankfully for Andrew, does not manage to get much pressure off Andrew's dire situation. A lot of downstacking. Ooh, another misdrop.
he's all cheesed up, not to mention all the cheese that he made himself.
And Pugsley's about to die here. Andrew just needs to send one more attack. There we go.
Andrew's gonna fight back here. He wants to see a TAWS breaker. He wants to see that bracket reset.
And let's see what we get here. Alright.
I imagine the audience also wants to see a bracket reset here.
So true. It's exciting TAWS U action. Andrew gets a huge spike there.
Oh! I think there was a bit of pass there, but
Pugsley in a weird situation, but Pugsley's so efficient. 140. This is like high X rank stats right now from both players here. Andrew on the brink of death. Ooh, but huge misdraw from Pugsley. This is gonna be costly. Maybe? Pugsley's trying their best to downstack through this. Actually manages to get a downstack. Very nicely done there. Andrew looking to
Grease TST setup, always the best.
Ooh, Pugsley, another, like, covers the well up. Needs to stack fast here. Covers the well up again, and Andrew
down. We have a TAWS
makes
breaker,
it
folks.
to tie breaker, TAWS breaker. Let's see if Andrew can reset this bracket here, folks.
H Cannon and TAWS breaker, the maniac.
Here
I
we
am
go.
loving this.
Let's see. Ooh, but Andrew's downstack is not favorable. This is very dangerous for Andrew here. Pugsley trying to speed their way to a victory. Much more cleaner than Andrew. Note. Let's see what Andrew can do here. Needs to downstack. Nice TSS from Andrew there. Pugsley still throwing little bits of damage there just to keep... Yeah, you see that? Just trying to keep Andrew a little occupied with the downstack.
Look at Andrew's speed right now. He's going at 2.5 BPS, whereas before in the set he was going 2.1. He's definitely sped up.
But as you say, that a huge misdraw from Andrew. This could be the end of Andrew's life. Ooh, but again, Pugsley commits a misdraw of their own, giving Andrew sufficient time to get through all of this. Oh, but huge multiplayer spikes. Pugsley at the bottom of their board looking for teaspoon doubles, and Andrew cleans everything up. Like your favorite antivirus. Ooh, Andrew in trouble. Pugsley in trouble. Pugsley misdrops the J.
Andrew resets the bracket.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it, folks. And we got a full spreadsheet here. Very nice. Andrew Pugsley. Reset bracket TAWS U Pog U. Let's go.
This is insane.
That was just image dump power, you know.
Pugsley thought it was all over. Pugsley didn't realize that Andrew came from losers.
Alright, Pugsley.
Wait,
like,
Pugsley says
I
we
thought it
need
was
to
over.
stall?
We need to stall, man. This is it. This is the show. It's showtime.
Yeah, if we need to stall, we can stall.
I'll need a hold if they need a break. You know, anything happens, Hylaris. I'll do a 1v1. Dude. So true.
I'm down for anything.
So true. Shout out to Hylaris being a regular U rank. Okay. I guess that was pretty fast.
Okay, Pugsley's ready now.
I think everybody's ready. Can they say ready? Okay. But bruh.
We breathe for a second. Uh-oh. Zura did not let Pugsley breathe. Okay, here we go.
Alright, good luck. My man's took a break and then he said, give me a break. Honestly, I don't even blame
Andrew is
Zero for
Mr.
that.
T-spin. Pugsley going with that insane speed out the gate, but committing misdrops. These are the same misdrops that let Andrew go up 4-0 in the first place in Grand Finals. Yo! The 17 spike for Pugsley. That's just that.
Good stuff there. Yeah, Pugsley a little more concentrated this time. A little bracket reset break might have been all they needed to get in line here. And good stuff here. We got Nellis T-stack coming through from Pugsley. But Andrew's looking for this huge counter spike. Very clean board for Andrew. Huge spike from Andrew. Ooh, but doesn't transition very well into the other clean garbage below the board. Ooh, another Tetris from Andrew. Another attack from Andrew. Pugsley in a very dangerous position. Very bad
Is Andrew going into
misrep.
9-0 again? Okay, now here we have some skimming.
Ooh, and Andrew kind of trolling it a little bit. Ooh, and Pugsley gets
that
the
19 spike
best
Pugsley.
out of that situation. Very nicely done there from Pugsley. Alrighty. We got a bounce stack here from Pugsley. Should be a pretty big spike here. Very cheesy spike from Pugsley there. Andrew blocking wisely.
Yeah. Spikes
But
always
that's-
with so much more if they're cheesy.
That's not gonna be enough.
3-0 for Pugsley.
Yeah, so true. And here we go. We got a very interesting match here. Pugsley kind of waiting? Question mark? While
Pugsley
Andrew,
with a bit of self-made cheese, but we can easily get out of that.
yeah, both players are kind of just vibing out. We got 50 APM games. Very
Andrew is now
interesting.
stacking 4-5. It's a bit slower at it than he says 9-0, but
Yeah, and that pass through kind of benefits Pugsley there. You know, classic Vietnam internet. Even though Andrew lives in Texas? Question mark? Ooh, and Pugsley, yeah, that's pretty much death for Pugsley if Andrew can just close it out. Ooh,
oh, that's a bad misdrop for Pugsley. No
yeah,
sweet.
Z-piece misdrop there from Pugsley is gonna cost him a lot.
Do we need an Andrew copy paste? To answer the question from chat, if you want an Andrew copy paste, go right ahead.
Spam this brew to help out Drew.
Yo.
Ooh, but right now Andrew in a very particular situation here. Ooh, ZP special from Andrew. Let's see what Pugsley can do to punish this. And pretty much does nothing. Andrew, though, still at the top of the board. We'll get a down stack sooner than later, hopefully. And yeah, no peace perms for Andrew there to actually do the down stack. Pugsley looking for this big attack. Does that TSS into Tetris, into even bigger attack. Looking for this 9-0 Kaidan.
That's not great for Andrew. It's death.
And that's 4-1 for Pugsley. Alrighty. Ooh, very good spike there from Pugsley. Will transition pretty well here. Wow. Andrew just doing 9-0.
Win. Once again.
Pretty much here.
Power the 26-second sprint.
Yeah, and again, very good stats from both players here.
Oh! Trying way too hard for that S spin, rather than the Z spin. MKO versus 9-0.
Alright.
Score-wise, Andrew's in a precarious place right now. But he can
Yeah,
easily
the thing
come
about
back.
Andrew
You know this.
just did a 7-2, but not a single T-spin. So basically just alternative 9-0. Or alternative 6-3, I guess, and so that's a popular way to do sprints. Pugsley, though, looking for a downstack themselves, kind of speeding through this. Ooh. Oh, this is just the battle speed here. I feel like Pugsley wins this. Yeah, Andrew not making the best choices, but Pugsley not punishing at all.
I feel like if Andrew can go down, then things will definitely be fine.
Yeah, but Pugsley is striding a lot.
Now, Andrew's pausing a lot with decision making. I mean, if the decisions are good, then the pausing would prove to be good, but let's see how good the decisions are, and that was a good decision.
Yeah, there we go. 5-2 still. Very dangerous position for Andrew. Any game will lead to championship point for Pugsley. Does need to focus a bit here. Both players going for that LST stack. Andrew misdrops that T. That's very bad for Andrew. But thankfully for him, Pugsley kind of trolling a bit on the transition there after the LST stack. Andrew thinking a lot about this stack here. I think sometimes overthinking is the worst part, because you're trying to find the best solution and then you still end up doing what you thought of in the first place. You know what I mean? That happens all the time.
Thinking, your opponent has been setting up the next big spike.
So true. But right now, Andrew is in a pretty comfortable position, I would say. I don't even. What the hell is that? T's for 0 for Andrew.
Funky TST overhang with Pugsley.
Yeah, both players kind of just foaming a little bit. It's mostly Andrew trying to find the down stack while Pugsley is trying to find some pressure.
Sprint mode.
And I think this benefits Pugsley more than it benefits Andrew, because look at, again, the consequences of a 7-0 stack or a 9-0 stack is that you pretty much guarantee yourself like no down stacking after you do it. And as you can see there from Andrew's field, that's exactly what happened. Pugsley championship point on this grand finals reset. Let's see if Andrew can
5 championship points.
Can make the best comeback of all time. And that's definitely going to help Andrew here. But again, this 9-0 stack.
Going back to 9-0.
I don't even know what's this accomplishing. And misdrops the eyepiece just for the swag.
Oh no! Those INT misdrops are death, and Pugsley TMG is our first TAWS U champion.
Good stuff. And yeah, very nicely done there from Pugsley. Big congrats. Gets their first TAWS title. Andrew, you know, that reset, that was for Image Dump, but cannot close that match. And yeah.
Now, let's see. Did anybody ever redeem Thug Finals?
Dude, I'll fight Pugsley. I got no problem.
Is the Thug Finals redeemed? Let's see. I will hop into mod view and see what we indeed have here. Reward request queue. Let's see. Pick the Thug finalists. Choco. If not Gladon, if not Pidge. Choco. Okay. So it looks like Choco will be our Thug finalist. Let's see if we can get Choco here. If not, then I will get Gladon. Oh! There's Choco. Hey, so we can get
Alright.
these in a row.
I do have to go now though, so
Oh.
Azura, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I mean, I've
You
been
got
here.
me. Alright.
I got you.
Alright
I
folks,
got you.
thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for
Very
coming
nice
on,
to be
dude.
back for
Is
TAWS.
he showing up?
Pretty smooth tournament for the most part, even though some people didn't play their matches. Remember to play your matches, please. So true.
He's...
Please play your
But yeah,
matches.
thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time soon.
Yeah, see ya.
See him.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Here we go. So now it's Pugsley versus Choco.
Yeah.
Change Choco's name, by the way. I mean, change Andrew's name to Choco.
What? Yeah, I changed it.
It's changed.
What do you mean? Like where?
Stream delay.
Oh my god.
Look, it says Pugsley versus Choco right there.
Yeah, with Choco's 22.979 KTR.
SMH, get you back, Choco. If I can hold you, you can too.
All right, I think I'm just gonna start it. Oh no.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Bit of a PCO. Choco finds it as the Blitz player here. Definitely knows their PCs, and ooh, that's already putting Pugsley almost up to the
Pugsley's
top.
Not in a good spot. That's death.
Yeah, taking a quick round one. Quick one to start. What is Choco's Blitz score? It's like, I think it's like 600k, somewhere around there.
649.
Oh my god, Choco, why? Why would you do this? Don't play Blitz, kids. Don't do it. If
Blitz
Cap
is
says
fun
not,
when it's fun, but sometimes it's just not fun.
if Cap says it's not worth it to learn anything for Blitz, I think it's not worth it to learn anything for Blitz. If I had to assume.
But sometimes, you know, sometimes Blitz can be rewarding. Other times, it's just a mental drain. Speaking of mental drains, looking at Pugsley's board right now.
I mean,
And
both.
Choco's
both
board.
boards. Yeah,
Oh.
they're a little messed up, and that's a bit of a spike.
That's just death for Choco, though.
Yeah. Not quite able to make it out of that one. We have a little bit of... I think that's an attempted submarine. I think that's like...
But,
that looked like
whatever it was misdropped.
Yeah, that's why I said attempted.
Pugsley's LSD just takes Choco out.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of just how it is. Okay. Ooh, unfortunate misdrop for Pugsley there. And
There's
Choco's...
submarine.
Yeah, Choco's trying to find that ODPC, but that is not correct. Yeah, a little bit of a misdrop, and Choco's just hanging on for dear life. That's just not quite enough. And Pugsley's gonna take another round. 3-1. Okay, we have a bit of an unfortunate PCO fail for Choco. And gonna have to downstack a lot here. Ooh, that's really rough, and Pugsley's gonna take another round. Only 649, yeah, Choco, I don't think submarine DPC is very efficient, right? If I had to assume. That's probably the reasoning.
Oh, Choco's using stick.
Of course, the stick.
And misdrop.
That's a bit of karma there, and Choco is going to have to get out of that.
I don't think they're going to get out of that, though.
Yeah, I would... Pugsley's not going to let that go
Nope,
unpunished.
Not against 24.1k.
Yeah. And that is Pugsley asserting dominance. Not much of a thug for thug finals. Unfortunately, just because of the skill levels, how that lines up. Yeah.
GG.
GG. If
I will complete this.
I like pull up the bracket here, because I have that. I will have to...
For PPS submarine, not scary.
For PPS submarine. Yeah, so that will be TAWS U1. Hopefully you guys had fun. Fun tournament.
Absolutely have.
Yeah, lots of good gaming here. For sure. Yeah, we'll be holding more of these. Don't worry if you couldn't make this one. We will be holding these in like the same time slot as TAWS Open, just kind of alternating. If you didn't get your chance as a advanced player who wants to prove yourself, like, look out. There's gonna be more. And we know, like, this is...
You just kind of hung over all the TAWSes and want one last chance to prove yourself. Like me.
Yeah.
But I really need tournaments, please. Yeah.
Yeah,
This may have been the first, but it certainly will not be the last.
And if you wanna, if you're new here and you wanna join !Discord, we have a lot of TAWS for a lot of different skill levels. So, if there should be a tournament for your skill level, and so yeah, go ahead and join and check it out if you feel like you want to play. We have like open TAWS for X, and yeah.
We have regular TAWS for SS, as well as Asia and America. And now we have TAWS U.
True. Chocolate is saying we should raid Jed's off. I'm gonna check if there's anyone like actually like really good to raid, and if not, then we can do the
I
funny.
mean, Moose is live with PPT.
Moose? Okay, I really want to. I'd rather do that. Like I know raiding Jed is funny, but I'd rather like help someone, send them some viewers, you know. So
we're gonna raid Moose PK. TAWS 1 champion. Never forget.
Oh, what the heck? This real? This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right.
No, that's the wrong raid. That's / raid.
Is it? There's an underscore, right? Is that what it is? Is this correct? Oh.
Choco got it. Okay.
No, okay, yeah. Choco got it. Cool. Yeah, but Moose does a lot for the community. Helps out with Puzzle Kingdom. Like basically runs it along with Edge, so like definitely go check them out. PBT is a good game despite what many might think. But
despite its issues, it is certainly
it has a lot of merit. Like there's a lot of cool stuff in it. So yeah, go definitely check Moose out. Yeah. Also feel free to donate to the TAWS prize pool if you have the ability to. ! Donate. Like it goes straight to the competitors who are playing for fun, but also for 1 month Tetrio supporter. So true.
Wow, 1 month Tetrio supporter.
So true.
I love it.
Yeah, real. So yeah, we'll be here with. Oh yeah, also join Star Cup if you haven't already. Star Cup's cool.
Except for me, 'cause I have an exam that time, sad.
Unfortunate, but yeah, if you're
I
able
also had
to,
an exam doing the All-Spin extravaganza. It's like whenever Galactic announces something, I have an exam that night.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.